Hey guys, welcome to 101 Weekly Live. And this week we're actually going to be doing the Champions League football final watch along. And welcome to all the new subscribers who have subscribed over the last few weeks. Thank you very much. You like what you see, so I hope you enjoy the content. And always important, let us know what you feel. Bertram, how's your week going, man?
My week is going well. I was rushing to get to watch along, running errands like crazy, but it's been a very, very good week. We're still just hearing this thing about Gabriel. He's been in the news all week.
Yeah, I've left the trail. All my videos have been keeping up with what's been going on. He's in London at the moment, staying at the Elstree Village Hotel. It's a done deal, mate. It's all done. I was saying it was done from Monday this week. So, you know, all of my sources have pretty much come through for me. So I'm a happy bunny because it just basically shows exactly what's been going on underneath the scenes. I think I broke the news before AFTV that the medical was done. So, yeah, I'm feeling good about it, man.
And the last thing I'll say is that Biden didn't crash and burn at the Democratic Convention. He actually did a good job, even though he's using a teleprompter, but he did a good job, unlike what Trump says. So it's been a good week. You can tell where my loyalties lie.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can tell. I mean, I would say 90% of the people use teleprompter. Even Michelle Obama. What's good about them is that they're actually good speakers, so they can go off script and mix it up. But look, people were waiting for Biden to trip up, and he didn't. It was the best speech of his life, in my opinion. So. Yeah, they're on the go now. The Republicans are definitely up against it. Ebony, how's your week gone?
Yeah, it's gone all right. Yeah, looking forward to this. Working, getting having Zoom meeting after Zoom meeting. I went on a protest this morning to do with evictions this morning. But it's been cool. It's been cool. Yes, I did hear the Biden speech. Let's just hope that people actually listen to that and get Trump out. Because if they choose Trump, if they elect Trump again, then they're in bigger problems than they are now.
I personally think that it's gone past that point. I think, and look, we all don't give a damn about polls. We don't really deal with polls too much. But for me, I've actually been an advocate. I'm big into the US politics. I follow it daily. And what I've been doing over the last month is not actually listening to Democrats at all. All I've been doing is listening to Republicans, the wave of Republicans who are saying, look, we're not voting for him anymore. We need change. This has got to stop now. And that's all I've been listening to. And listening to that side plus the moderates, I don't think it's a matter of whether he's going to win. I think it's a matter, if you listen to what the news networks are saying now, it's a matter of whether he'll accept the vote. Because even Trump knows that he's not going to win. I think it's a matter of will he leave the White House gracefully, as many of the other presidents, well, not many, as all of the other presidents have done previously. So I think that's the question now is, will he put up a fight? And that's what CNN and all the companies are bracing for. They're bracing for impact.
I actually don't really care about whether or not he wants to put up a fight. The country's not built that way, not structured that way. For you to, if the election results suggest you lose, then you can do like some dictatorship where you control the military and you can stay in office. It doesn't work that way. The military is agnostic as it relates to who's running the country. So you don't have that same mechanism and the construct to allow you to deny the results of an election. I think people are just creating news which is not warranted.
Yeah, I agree, but remember, we're talking in the reigns of Constitution, and what's been happening is very unconstitutional-like. So, yeah, that's the reason why I think it's coming up. But because basically they'll just get Secret Service to arrest him. It's like, the new president is going to get sworn in regardless. If you're going to stay in the house, we're going to come and kick you out.
It doesn't work like that here. I mean, no matter what happens about who's influenced by an election, that's not how the process works. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that piece. I'm not worried about that.
Let's just hope that the American people actually have the sense and actually go out and vote wisely. Because
I think that's the concern is about the suppression of the votes, right? So you can't use a mail. People are scared of the virus. They want to go physical to the vote, and you're restricting the ability to vote. And they think that his supporters are so gung-ho that they will vote. They'll go out. They don't really care about mass. So then if you suppress the vote, then obviously, and given the Electoral College, you have a chance to win. That's what he's hoping for. But look, I'm not going to say he's going to lose because I didn't think there's no way he could have won the last election just given what baggage he had. And then the baggages doesn't really matter anymore. There are other factors at work. So that's what's never going to become Biden is still in one piece because guys knows he sometimes look very shaky. And we can get over the line. It's vote. We're over with. Hopefully he wins and then we move on.
I think I would have agreed with that sentiment had Bernie Sanders won and we had progressives in, but this isn't a progressive setup they're up against. They're up against centre-left moderates. Biden and Kamala has always been tagged as moderate Democrats. And I think because they are that much closer to the centre, they're garnering more of the support. And that's dangerous in terms of voters. What Biden was hoping Trump was hoping for Bernie Sanders to win the ticket so that he could differentiate between exactly socialism and progressives and try to break down the establishment against what he stood for. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. So it's going to be tough.
Yep. We'll see what happens. November can't come early enough.
Yeah, tell me about it. Welcome, guys who are joining us in the chat. We're just getting ourselves ready for the Champions League final. Before we go into any of that, I just want to get a bona fide view of Bertram and Ebony on the week's events. As everybody knows, Gabriel has signed for Arsenal. He's had his medical. He's in London at the moment on my good source authority. Also, they're talking about William Saliba has pipped into the number 4 jersey. So Saliba will be wearing number 4, which is the Patrick Vieira number. And guys, it's going to be a solid week. From anything else really happening to disturb the flow of this, I think it's come and gone. Gabriel has obviously seen the amount of interest in him from the likes of Napoli, Man United, City, PSG, and he's choosing Arsenal, so that's how it is. Bertram, good deal, bad deal?
I don't know. It seems like Gabriel has become Van Dijk in the last 3 weeks. He's amazing. Between what I read before this all started and when it got into the momentum picked up, all of a sudden he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So I don't know what to believe. I've watched him on tape. He looks like a good defender. I haven't seen the range of passes people talk about and his ability to make long passes similar to David Luiz. But it looks like an excellent deal, Frank. Not just a good deal. If you can get someone under 30 million who's 22 years old, with a lot of potential, Brazil under 21, hasn't made the first team yet. But it looks like, and he's pacey, he's big, he's strong. The thing you notice about defenders, both he and Saliba have Van Dijk type built. That seems to be the center back of the future or current. And so you want that speed, that physicality, especially given our susceptibility to set pieces and physicality in both boxes, and also the ability to recover if you're beaten. So it's encouraging to see that. I was thinking about the team that I envisioned on paper come start of the season. I don't believe it was just Arteta that convinced him. I think what people don't realize is when you're young in a foreign country and you are engaging familiarity, so William or David Luiz or Edu, all Brazilian, all speak your language, all know where, talk about the where they're playing, the food, the environment, party, whatever it is, that support system, that culture you want around you, that's a bigger draw than some coach telling you how great he's going to be when programs are put in place. I haven't lived that before when I went to the military and went to Hawaii to live. First time here, new, ran to a bunch of Jamaicans there. It was the best thing ever. We play on the same soccer team. I'm telling you, playing on the same soccer team. We go to each other's houses. We party together. We lived. It was like a family environment. There is no bigger draw than some coach who you don't know telling you about how great they're going to be.
Yeah, and listen, you can drink white rum with Ray and nephews.
But I don't drink, but they protected me because I was the youngest of the group. They protected me, actually, and I was a better player on the team, too. They protected me. So that was great having that network that supported you, and you're one of them. And it's awesome being in that environment. So I can see that being a big draw than just Arteta envisioning, explaining the future and what he plans to do. So.
And obviously, you got people who can play dominoes with as well. So that's
of course, which I play all the time, still do.
Oh man! So Ebony, what's your thoughts on the week's event so far? How happy would you be once?
I'm glad that Gabriel has signed for Man U for Arsenal for us. Considering that Napoli were involved in their interest, Man U were involved in their interest, and apparently other teams were interested as well. I'll be very interested to see how he actually copes with the physicalities of the Premier League, and also that of Saliba as well. I mean, it's great that we've secured his services. It's great that we've secured Saliba's services as well. And it's all very well saying that they have a Van Dijk physique, but for me to be convinced, I need to see them in the Premier League, because the French league is completely different to the physicalities of the Premier League. So, but it's great that he has Gabriel has a great support network, who speak the language, share the same culture. And it's great that he's got somebody to be familiar with. But the proof is in the pudding. When he starts playing, that's when I'll be gassed. But right now, I'm just going to hold it down.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Neomis? Welcome, man. How's your week been? And what's your thoughts on the news all this week that's dropping?
You know what? Again, I'm still surprised, but I'm really glad it's happening. And the last time that I did the show with you guys, I said I was surprised that it was happening. Like, what's going to happen with all these other defenders? And now there are starting to be murmurs about other defenders So it's good that we got Gabriel. He seems like a good player. So I think just kind of reiterating what Ebony's been saying, just let's see what he can do. Again, we don't know what he can do in the Premier League, but we just have to hope and trust that the experts kind of got it right with him.
Excellent. So, guys, we've got 18 in the house. We've got Kuke. We've got Kez in the house. Anyone else want to put any comments up on the chat room? Have your say, guys. The game's going to be in about 15 minutes. So right now we're just chilling and really covering the week's events. And there's not really much been going on outside of players leaving. We know that the Guendouzi deal is stalling with Villarreal because they want to pay the money next year. And we need the money this year, so I don't really want to know what's going to happen, guys. Ashika's saying, hey, guys, Bayern. Yeah, I'm going for Bayern 2-1. What prediction are you going for, Ebony? Oh, you're on mute.
There we go. I'm going for a Bayern win. They just look too strong. I mean, PSG are great, but Bayern... if you take their goal tally into consideration, I mean, 8-2 against Barcelona. That's not even funny. I reckon that PSG are in for a possible hiding, but that's part of me. The other part of me thinks that PSG looked at the Barcelona game and thought, you know what, we're in for a surprise here, and they're gonna have to man up and defend well. So, but I'm going to go for a very tight Bayern win, probably 2-1 or 3-2.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm going 2-1 for Bayern. Big shout out to Kez. Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate that, my brother. And Kez is saying that he's going for PSG. 1-0, 2-0. What would be your prediction there, mate? It would be really good to see what score that you're saying. Bertram, what's the score you're going for at the moment now? My wife is my wife, big shout out to my wife, Lisa. You're so beautiful. She just sent me some wine. Made sure I got my concoction here to last me for the next few hours.
So I'm going for 3-2 PSG. I think they have the two best players in football, contrary to what everyone is saying. I watched Neymar and Mbappe play. I watched the last few games. People don't realize that Bayern defense is weak. They play very high line. The center back, well, only have one center back. He doesn't get back as well. They switch him out. I think the other one is injured, but he came in the last game. They play very high line. Alaba plays high. The kid from Canada plays high. Davis plays high. Kimmich, they're not the best defenders. So what they've basically done is what City does and Barcelona used to do, which is press very high, press hard, you turn the ball over. I am I am betting on my man Neymar, who has a disdain for defenders, to be able to create enough space to get Mbappe free continually. Verratti's coming back in the midfield, so the midfield won't lack that quality that it has the last couple of games. Herrera plays good, and Marquinhos played good, but I think Verratti's going to be the difference. Given I seem like he's fit. He played about 15 minutes the last game. And the defense is okay. So I don't. Everyone thinks Bayern's going to run over because they've won 10 in a row. They're scoring a lot of goals. But when bullies get slapped, they somehow realize that, you know what, it's not as easy as you may think. So they look invincible, especially against Barca. But Barca wasn't that good anyway. Barca didn't win La Liga. Barca's been going downhill for the last 10, 15 games after the restart. They haven't played that well. They were playing well before the restart, but they haven't played that well. So, look, I think with Gnabry and Lewandowski, and you can name all the names. But one thing I'll say is that their starting team cost 90-something million. Their bench, I think, is about 200 million. So they have a lot of. There's a lot to the Bayern team, and I've heard rumors that we may be getting that we are putting an interest in Thiago.
Yeah,
so we have an interest in it. We have an interest in for Grealish. We have an interest in for everyone, frankly.
Yeah.
We're trying to build a super team.
And listen, and all that means, as far as the Thiago, from what I've been told anyway, is that we've just inquired about how much the players' wages are and how much the fee is. That's all. It's just a phone call. Listen, when the papers make a really big deal out of these inquiries, but all it is the chief negotiator, Huss Fahmy, just phoning in to find out availability. The chances are that our scouting team, Arteta and Edu, have been watching the player for years. Brazilian, and they just want to know what his evaluation is on the market. The evaluation of players right now is very difficult for teams to gauge because outside of Timo Werner and all those guys, there's not really been any big deals gone. And we've heard that prices slashed for Zaha, slashed for Guendouzi, slashed for some of these big name targets, and there really is no value because normally teams would say, look, you pay what we tell you to pay for this player. Now the teams ain't got the money, so they just say, well, we don't know. What do you want to give? 20, 40, 60? There's no ballpark figure at the moment. Neomis?
For me, I honestly think we're going to get entertained this evening. I think it's going to be goals galore, and I'm going for 4-3 to Bayern. I think both defenses do have weaknesses in it, and both attacks are just got so much quality on the pitch, quality on the bench, and I think it's going to be good. It's going to, if we as neutrals, I think we're going to be very entertained, and I would be ashamed if it ended with it. If it ended like the prediction you said 2-1, I think I'd be quite disappointed. I want to see just goals, just spectacular, and I do think we're going to get this because this Bayern team is just way too clinical. They're going to score at least 3, in my opinion. So I'm going to go for that Bayern win.
Excellent. Kuke saying these big finals often turn out to be anticlimactic spectacles. I'm not sure this one will be, bro. Ashik is saying, read somewhere that Arsenal have spent 135 mil since 2015 on centre backs and recouped 30 back. Yeah, it is. And look, and as I said, 2015, I'm glad you said that because that was the last year that we had a great defense. Per Mertesacker and Francis Coquelin with the spine. The least goals we let in the Premiership that season, which was 20 goals in the calendar year. That is just brilliant to see. And since then, it's just been awful. Sporty is saying, happy to see Gabriel join us. It will help to clear out the dead wood because centre-backs will know playing time will be limited. Yeah, that's a good point. But remember, in the case of Mustafi and Klasnach, they don't need to sign elsewhere because they're getting paid 90 grand, 80 grand a week. And what other team out there is going to pay Klasnach 100 grand a week? There isn't one. What team out there is going to pay Mustafi 90 grand a week? There isn't one. So that's the reason why you see guys like... sorry, can you guys hear me? Hold on. Yep. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, yes.
If I kick my mic down here, I'm in trouble. That's the reason why we see guys like Bentner, who was going out for loans at the end of his career because people couldn't afford to actually pay the 52,000 a week that he was on. And the same will probably apply to some of the players that we've got. On my video on Thursday, I did say to the fan base, careful, guys, because what's going on here is that every team right now is trying to get rid of dead wood, which means there's just going to be a flood of teams trying to get rid of players. And what's going to happen in the end is not many players are going to end up leaving. So I said I'd be happy if we got rid of 2 or 3, because I just can't see us getting rid of, unless we pay. I mean, I think Mustafi's in his final year. Who else is in their final years? Another player. Socrates is in his final year. So those are players that you can offload quite easily because you can get rid of them for pittance. But the sticking point is the salary. That's the problem. So looking at the team sheet, guys, I think Bertrand talked about Neymar. Neymar's a man that divides opinion, man. He's up there with the best in the world. He can win games on his own. There's not many players that we can say that about. And we know that he was traded to the new camp from the new camp, having been instrumental in their success as well. But I think if he can lead this team to glory in Lisbon tonight, PSG board can claim that it was money well spent, because I don't think they've been able to justify the amount of money they spent on him, 200 million. I don't think they ever have. So I think a win tonight, they'll start to justify the fact that they spent all that money for him.
I agree.
Barca hasn't done exceptional since Neymar left, have they? I mean, the last time they beat PSG, when PSG beat them the first 4-0, and then Neymar inspired them to win 5-4 back at home. So I think Neymar is an exceptional player. I love watching Neymar play. He can do. People can talk about street ball. He's a very inventive player. It's not just street ball. He's very inventive. He's very smart. I mean, he used to whine too much and fall and roll over too much. I think now he's maturing. But he can do everything. He's left foot, right foot, skillful. We'll see today, because I think the real Neymar will come out. He'll put whether they win or lose, he will be in the game today.
Excellent. So let me just see what's happening here, because time for me to nearly turn on my BT Sports, which I'm going to do right here. And guys in the chat, let me know what your thoughts are about today's game as well. I know you guys are giving some prediction. Nay is giving a free one. Cool K also is giving a free one to PSG. Cool K on the rum already, man. Man's on the rum.
Wow. 3-1.
3-1. The thing is, I'm not going to put it past them. Not going to put it past them at all.
We know that both defenses are quite suspect, but I just can't see PSG beating them, especially as Bayern Munich are just so clinical. It's just like they get a chance and they put them away, virtually every chance away. PSG, not so much.
So the last game Lewan played them, Lewan had 2 goals I could score, frankly, even now, and they didn't score them. I mean, right? They had 2 sitters basically, didn't put either in the net. And every game I see Bayern play, teams are not putting away easy chances, not difficult chances, because their defense is playing so high, and the right and the left defenders are pretty quick in Kimmich and Alaba, but in the middle, it's not. I will see today. It should be interesting to see Mbappe run at that defense.
Excellent. So I've just got the feed on my mobile phone now, so it'd be interesting to see who's in front, who's behind. I can create mere jokes. Are you guys watching it on the TV at the moment?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I'm watching it on CBS Sport in the US Champions League, which is interesting.
I'm watching it via Mobjo on my phone.
Right.
Maja should be delayed, actually.
Yeah.
Maja should be delayed. We'll see how we're going to see BT and CBS feed. Which one's quick?
I'm on my BT Sport app on my mobile phone. So the players are making their way to the entrance there to form up and get out on the actual pitch. Guys, Ebony, who are you looking forward to see play today? Who's the people for you to watch?
My man Gnabry.
Yeah, boy.
Once a Gooner, always a Gooner. I'm looking forward to seeing Muller, Lewandowski, people like that for Bayern Munich. On the PSG side, Mbappe, Di Maria. I think people have forgotten about him. Neymar can be a bit sometimes-ish from me, but I'm just looking for an entertaining game, to be quite frank. And I think both teams will really and truly. I think both teams will cancel each other out. There's going to be a lot of that.
Bertram, who's the players that you're looking for today in order to shine? Is it the
same players that Ebony mentioned, but I think Thiago is an exceptional player and don't get enough credit even at 29. But I think those are the players. But I think Mbappe, Verratti actually, I like Verratti quite a bit. Very, very complete midfielder, along with Di Maria, Neymar, and Mbappe. Those are the key players of Verratti. Those are the four, I think, for PSG. And then the same ones that Ebony mentioned, along with Thiago. I just think Thiago doesn't lose the ball, which I find exceptional for a midfielder playing this position. He's just complete player.
So, Niamis, the teams are making their way out onto the pitch right now. So we're seconds away from kickoff. Who's the players that you're looking forward to watch?
I guess a lot of what you guys have said, just the favourites, obviously Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria, which I do want to say with Di Maria, how did he not make it at Manchester United? Like, he's such a quality player. I've watched his last, two Champions League games, and he's been brilliant for them. Obviously, with Bayern, Lewandowski, obviously Gnabry being a former Gooner as well, Thomas Muller, who I just think is... I know there's some people out there that don't rate him, but I think he's just absolute quality. Like I said in the beginning, I just want to be entertained. I really do. And this is a game we're going to be entertained.
I forgot to mention Alphonso Davies. I couldn't mention it. I can't forget Alphonso Davies. I mean, the kid was a center forward when he was in the MLS, you know.
Yeah,
really?
He
was at 16. He was playing. He was starting at 16 at center forward, and he's a very good one too. An excellent center forward. He's very versatile.
I'm just looking at Bayern Munich's bench. I mean, geez, it'd be interesting for him to see how Boateng and his old legs really deals with.
He's a weak link.
He's the weak link.
He is the weak link.
For me, he's going to be the person that I'm going to be looking at. Sporty is saying rumors of Thiago as Arsenal transfer target. Yeah, I think before you came in, we had talked about him. It's an inquiry. We've put a phone call in just to find out what the evaluation is, what his salary demands are, and that's all we've done. To be honest with you, when I talked about it on Thursday, I think Colin told me that Arsenal had made 19 calls that week to players. So I know the media's going, we've made an inquiry about him, but they've inquired about nearly 20 players over the last 7 days. So it's just what teams do, because they really don't know what the evaluations are until they contact the team and the team says, oh, right, okay, he is for sale, or no, sorry, he's not for sale, and this is how much that we're looking for. Yes, he has a contract clause. No, he doesn't have a contract clause, so you have to negotiate a price with us. Those are the type of conversations that chief negotiators have at that level. Nice one, Aaron. Aaron, what's your prediction, mate? What's your prediction for today's game? It'd be great to see what that is. Ashik has just said nobody makes it.
Hey, Apollo, I think actually they may be thinking about him as an alternative to Partey if that price doesn't come down. They don't want to pay that 40+ mil. Thiago's going to cost between 20 and 30. He's a better footballer. I mean, not defensively, but overall better footballer. So
yeah.
Not a bad alternative, actually.
They're not going to waver on that price. They Arsenal know Atletico are not going to. I talked about the deals they did before that, including the last big one, which was Griezmann. They just did not budge.
So I think I'm ahead because you guys are not saying anything after the game has started.
Yeah, the game started. Right. I'm about 30 seconds in.
I don't know where I'm in.
I've just sped it up now because it was slightly delayed. So I can actually tell you where we are, where I am anyway. So I'm at 23 seconds.
Okay.
I can't tell where I am actually.
I'm not there yet. I'm just looking at the ref.
So you may be a minute or two behind, Evan.
Yeah, I'm at 30. I'm at 35 seconds now. So guys, that's it. The game's kicked off. So let's see what we're saying now, guys. 2020 Champions League final is a go. We are on the way.
Uh-oh.
As soon as we started, guys, PSG's got themselves into a forced error playing out of the backfield. Little bit of nerves. Guys. Little bit of nerves.
So Navas is playing today. I thought he had a hamstring problem.
Look at Bayer's.
I'm 128 in. So what time do you have now? 128 in.
I'm 123.
Okay. Yeah, the press is giving them a hard time. Wow. Davis is still. They started cooling. That's interesting. So who's on the bench?
Neomis, where are you?
I'm just over 2 minutes, 2:07.
So Neomis may be ahead. Yeah, Neomis is ahead. I'm 150. You're 30 seconds ahead of me.
Oh.
Yeah. So it looks like.
Absolutely seismic. Even though there's no fans here, there must be a huge amount of apprehension, butterflies and stuff.
Okay.
Right, let me just send.
So I guess I didn't start Verratti. I don't see Verratti on there.
Right, sorry about that, guys. I've just had to send the link out to one of our 101 members who wants to come in and join our little party.
You know what I like, Apollo? The NBA setup, where they have fake fans in the stands and the fans are cheering differently. It's a brilliant setup. You feel like you're actually at the game, actually. Yeah, with the fans at the game. Yeah, that's a brilliant setup.
I think it stinks.
What's going on?
I want to see real people there. It just defeats the object of playing the noise. Well, I know why they're playing.
The NBA, you actually seen it's pictorial, right? You're seeing a picture of people in the stands and cheering, all that. It's a real different setup.
And it's loads of people. Like if you watch football, sometimes they do it, but it's so far away you can't see anything. When we watch the Premiership in Formula One, you just get a picture of one person, and that one person mostly is a celebrity, and then they're just doing this with their hands up in the air. But with the NBA, they're right in front of you. They're so close. You can see, honestly, about, I would say, somewhere 70, 80 people are in there, and it really does make the whole thing fire up. It really does.
No, it just looks. You might as well put dummies there.
Oh, God.
Bayern presses hard. At some point, they have to get tired in the game.
But that's why PSG are sitting so deep.
They press really hard. I mean, there has to be opportunities behind that defense.
Hey, what's going on, Emmanuel? Happy greetings to you this Sunday as well, my brother. What's your prediction for the game, man? What's your prediction for the game, bro? And everybody watching, can you hit that like button, man? Give us a like button and let me know what your thoughts are on the game. I'm going to switch to the standard version because I don't know what's going on with this beta. I'm going to put for standard version. Maybe that might be slightly quicker. Right, so guys, I'm at 4 minutes and 25 seconds.
I'm 4:57.
Russ.
I'm 4:15.
I'm 5:15.
What?
Yep.
Maybe I shouldn't have switched to the to the standard version. At the moment, guys, it's difficult. What's Daniel saying? Live feed. They should have put LED screens in the seats of the live feed. Yeah, they should have, bro. Aaron's 4 minutes in as well. Let's see what's going on here. We haven't really had much action so far, guys. Bayer's changing their style for PSG. I don't think that they are. Bayer are suffocating their opponents with a high line and an aggressive press at the moment. PSG haven't got out of their half. This is the pressure. Look, and Bayer's just winning the ball back at will. There's a shot there from Thiago.
Yeah.
Thiago from 25 yards, it goes way over into the stands. But yeah, at the moment, guys, the tale of this game is the high pressure from Bayer, and at the moment, PSG can't live with it. They can't live with the high pressure from the Germans. It's a little bit scrappy, though.
Yeah, but Bayern have had more of the ball in PSG's half. It's just that PSG can't get out of their half.
Yeah. Guys, look at this.
PSG is not pressing, so that's part of the thing too.
Look at this, guys. I still got my corn on the cob from my Sunday dinner, which I haven't even finished. when the stream started, my wife said to me, "I hope you're going to be able to eat that before the stream," and I was like, "Eh." And then I realized I couldn't do it.
See, the problem with PSG is that Neymar and Mbappe doesn't really play defense. They just walk around until the ball comes to them. All 11 Bayern players play defense.
They're poachers.
Yeah. I do love the high energy, the high press. I really do love the style of game. And the style of coaching as well, because the more hungry that the players are, the more work they put in, the better the result they get. I mean,
the question is it sustainable for the entire 90 minutes?
No, definitely not. And that's why, like a boxer, you go 12 rounds. You have to pick your rounds. You have to pick your moments and pace yourself. I mean, right now,
I hope it's not like a Dillian White situation.
No,
I watched that fight. He ran into a left hook. He went down like a ton of bricks.
You know? He was winning the fight.
He had but he never got the same leverage in his punch as Povetkin did. He knocked him down twice, but it's not the same. I mean, he got PSG's pressing now.
And he's from Brixton.
Oh.
PSG players have to find a way of playing some possessional football.
They're starting to press. They're playing smart. They're not pressing like Bayern. They're doing what I call selective pressing.
I mean, look at Bayern keep the ball so well. When I see teams pass the ball like this in the midfield, I'm just thinking, God, if we had that one thing, how much better would Arsenal be? How much better? I mean,
you need midfielders. You need midfielders to help to do that.
Yeah.
You need midfielders.
Yeah. Well, PSG have won a free kick just outside of the box, guys. Look, the stands might be empty, but the temperature inside the stadium is definitely at a high degree.
Neymar, this is not your kick. This is Di Maria's kick. What are you doing? I hope you're not kicking the ball.
Yes, Mbappe was the one that went down for it was kind of soft, but
I'm just seeing that right now.
There's so much talent on the field, guys. The game has to deliver.
Really, Mbappe?
So if Herrera was at Man U, I don't think he'd be starting for Man U in this Man U team, and yet he goes to PSG and is an automatic starter. It's amazing.
Yeah. Aaron says, what happened to Dylan? Dylan got... I don't swear on my channel, but if you give me a Chris Tucker on Friday where he said, you got knocked out. Yeah, that's what happened to Dylan last night. Yeah?
Dylan picked up a left. Dylan felt like a ton of breaks. That was I thought something was going to happen because Povetkin was throwing some letter. Just weren't connecting.
I just invited you and Tony and a couple of other guys to a boxing Facebook page.
Okay.
I don't think
I saw that.
Everybody's in it except for Bertrand. I tried to send Bertrand an invite. I don't think he's got an invite. Boateng is finished, man. Boateng's finished, man.
Yeah.
Boateng was finished long time. He's just staying for a paycheck.
PSG will come into the game.
Right, guys, hold on for a second. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
up.
Challenge and care.
What?
Biscuits taste nice with a bit of cheese on it.
Okay, that's a lot of cheese.
Not all those biscuits. You just put a little bit on each biscuit.
Oh, this mob drove.
Probably going to partake of some dinner. Oh, it's Tony.
Tony,
I thought it was Apollo.
I wouldn't even have to ask who you're rooting for in this game.
Yeah. I gotta give a big shout out to my boy Ahmed Kantari. He's the guy who looked after me when Arsenal went to play Barcelona at the Parc de France in the Champions League final. And this is his top from that weekend, or that week actually. I spent a week in Paris. So yeah, Paris is my French team. Dortmund is my German team.
I think this is going to be a fun game. Fun game. I don't think Bayern is going to rush out over PSG. Not what I'm seeing. It's not happening.
It's been pretty even so far. I think PSG have done pretty well to silence Gnabry.
Look at that line. That line is so high.
I just think that Bayern Munich have had more of the French half.
I'll be surprised if Mbappe and Neymar doesn't score today, given how Bayern plays a high line.
Oh, come on.
Dad, why is it Bayern Munich again?
This is the final.
Remember, furlough is coming to an end. And when furlough comes to an end, I'm not an economist, but there are those out there that say there are going to be significant numbers of redundancies. So finding a tenant in the weeks and months to come, maybe.
He needs to draw that ball next time. He's tried 2 shots and they're blocking it. He needs to fake the shot and draw the ball. Because the defense is committing themselves. That's Mbappe I'm talking about.
Right, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was looking at the wine, a piece of chicken, roast potato, and the corn on the cob on the plate, and I was like, I'm not going to even vex you lot by sitting here and letting you lot watch me eat my food. So I just had to take a 2-minute time out. Can you guys hear me? Oops.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, you can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so where are we going? Tony, welcome, man. Nice T-shirt, bro. Nice T-shirt.
Yeah, I was explaining to my my fellow panelmen about my love for Paris Saint-Germain. Obviously, there's the Anelka connection. Nicholas Anelka, a very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
But due to that connection, I've got a number of friends who are at PSG or linked to PSG, and one of them looked after me royally when I was at the Champions League final between Barcelona and Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
And that said same player, this is his jersey.
Nice.
So
Have you thought about going out to Dubai to see him and the wife and the 2 kids?
I thought about it, but in all honesty, I'm not really that enamored by Dubai, having been there.
It's a place that I will never go to, my friend. I will never go there.
Really, yeah. I mean, I actually went to the Emirates. I went to Abu Dhabi, sorry, and did the drive from Abu Dhabi to Dubai, and spent a lovely day and a half there, but wouldn't go there again. Wouldn't do that again. Not too engrossed by it.
Into Dubai is very hot. It's dangerously hot.
Well, look, I said I would never go there. There was
was close.
There's an
Mbappe and Neymar are having fun. I'm telling you, Mbappe and Neymar are having fun in this game. We'll score.
One of my friends got arrested because it was 42 degrees out there, and he had to take a bottle of water out for his little girl, little 3-year-old, and so that didn't go well. And since then, I was just like, look, I get all the Ramadan and I get all of that stuff, and I respect it, but you know, it's. Whoa, Neymar! Oh my!
I think you're ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm ahead. Sorry about that,
guys. Oh
need
my
to go
God!
back about 5
It was a close one.
Oh, it's a chance.
He got lucky. He got lucky because the ball hit his hand after it went by him. Actually,
it's a really good save. So, guys, Mbappe is found again by Paredes. Is pushing early down the wing, and I can't believe it, man. That was the ball right there, where Herrera found Mbappe. They slip through Neymar, and Neymar hits it first time in his stride actually, and it's just a great save by Neymar. It's just a great save.
So wake
Neymar's,
up.
Yeah. If you look, he actually gets down quickly, the goalkeeper, Neymar, he gets down quickly and the ball bumbles between his legs and then doesn't go in. I mean, he just so much easily have gone through his legs. Big save, man.
No, his hand actually stopped it. So it went between his legs and his hand came down. And yeah, interesting.
He keeps his legs together as well, Bertram. If his legs are apart, that goes in the back of the net for 1-0 lead.
I must say, Bayern is not looking that invincible, isn't it? I think the bully's getting punched.
Well,
they may win, but again, bully's getting punched.
Hold on, but you know what? Bayern haven't had a shot on target. Yeah.
Nope.
When they do.
Yeah, Tony, I was just saying to the guys, I sent you an invite for a boxing Facebook page, which is Randall's. So
okay,
yeah, Tony Irish, you, Cares, a couple of the guys I sent invites to. Bertram, I don't even think Bertram's got his invite. I'm not sure. I'll have to check it.
Yeah, I'll have a look out for that. He's off.
Boy, that was a massive warning sign to call it a warning sign, man. Jeez. That was so close. Yeah, guys, can you hear me? Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Right,
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Everybody looks like they're on mute. That's why.
Oh,
Look at
you guys
that.
are gonna see it in like 30 seconds.
Oh, come on, man.
That was close.
First shot on target. Just
What minute are you guys on?
I'm on
21,
20. I'm on 21 minutes 5 seconds.
Okay.
I'm about to switch mine back to enhanced because standard seems like it's further away. So enhanced player recommended. I'm gonna switch it to enhanced. Whoa! Lewandowski's hit the post.
Yep.
Yeah.
I told you.
You're so late. It's
Time
amazing.
we wake up.
That
You're
was
very late. That was a while ago. That was a while ago. Yeah, it was probably a minute ahead, actually.
Bro, we're doing live commentary. If it's happening, you got to talk about it, bro.
Oh,
We
you
can't.
want me to give it
No,
away?
we can't give it away. No, we can't do
Yeah,
that.
Give it away, man. Give it away.
That's what I don't want. I'll put myself on mute, and when you see my hands go up, then you'll know something big just happened.
I realized that, Neomis. That's why I said nothing else. I realized that you something happened. But you said the first shot. Actually, I thought it scored.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, you have to remember, panel members, that there are people all around the world who are watching this, who don't have access to the game and are tuning in here to find out what's actually going on. So we've got to tell them what's going on.
Well, we got to kill your fun for be able to. Oh,
So guys, listen, after Bayern dominated the first 10 minutes, PSG have come back strong and look more menacing, to be honest. And Mbappe in particular is giving...
Too many chances. Di Maria got one on his right foot and put it over the bar. You got to do better with that.
It's gonna be a.
In fact, he could have gone to the goal. He shouldn't have shot it. He could have gone to the goal. He shouldn't have shot it.
That should have been on target. I'm sorry.
That should have been a goal. That should have been a goal.
PSG are playing the ball out the back like Emery's Arsenal. Oh, look, it's 3-3. PSG puts the ball in, cuts it back. And Neymar! Oh!
No, they're not playing like Arsenal. We used to give up a goal. Get the ball up the field to the next goal.
Maria.
He's got to do better with that. I know it's not his strong foot, but he has to do better.
Okay, guys, here's a recap. So Davis fires the ball into Lewandowski, who has only 3 touches in the game so far. His 4th touch. Drills a low effort. He twists and spins his body. He drills a low effort, and it comes off the post. It's a big let-off for PSG. That should have been 1-0 Bayern Munich. Big let-off. But straight after that happens, PSG, on the counter-attack, it's 3 against 2, and PSG have got the numbers with them. The ball gets played to Di Maria on the right slip. Cuts the ball back in and blasts it over, and it's just a chance wasted. He should have kept the ball low, a la Theo Walcott. You don't get nothing when you hit the ball high, especially from that angle.
So the centre half has decided that this game is too rough for him. He pulled that hamstring. This game is too hot. I don't want to be responsible for this loss today. This is not looking good. I'm out of here.
Aaron is saying it should already be 2-1.
Yeah.
It should have been.
That was almost as bad as Sterling's miss from Di Maria.
Wow.
No. Nothing as bad as Sterling miss. There is nothing would be worse than Sterling's miss. It's not possible.
I think that. Yeah, that was miss of the season. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, no, you can't miss that. I mean,
right now, Boateng's coming off. No, is that Boateng?
Yes, Boateng.
How do we think that's going to affect the back 4 of Bayern?
It's going to help them. It may help them.
Yeah.
Because Boateng's finished.
Because the other centre half has been injured. That's why he hasn't been playing.
If he's off, then that's probably the last game that he's ever played for them.
Yep.
He's on a free,
does his
right?
contract end this season then? Wow.
Yeah, he's done, mate. His legs are shot, though, man.
I mean, the thing is, right, when we say this, these players are all on the free now, it's interesting because clearly they're still liked by their clubs because Boateng, Coutinho, and Thiago have all been talked about this summer. But here we are, and they're all either on the pitch or on the bench for the Champions League final.
Yeah, I think it's more of an issue where they're statesmen for the club, but out of respect, you go with those players until the wheels fall off, Tony. And sometimes when the wheels are falling off, it takes time to actually change that play because it's out of respect.
I don't understand how Coutinho, how Thiago starts in a Champions League final, yet he's excess to your requirements the following season.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that sentiment, Tony. I don't understand that either.
Yeah, well, listen, we nearly did that with Mertesacker. We actually invited Mertesacker to come back and play another year, and he's the one that said no. He said, I can't. The game's gone. My legs are gone. I'm done. But the fact is, we would have let him play for another.
Foul, referee. Come on, referee. That's a foul. Yep.
We've only got what?
Getting a yellow card too.
So guys, Bayern Munich just made a substitution. Sewell is on and Boateng is off. The change is enforced by an injury to Boateng, who seems to have suffered the reoccurrence of the knee problem that he had in January.
Come on, Neil, kick it out.
So Alphonso Davies just picked up a yellow card since Paulo said we should speak ahead.
That's got to be a free kick to Neymar.
Yeah, so yellow card to. Yeah, he held his leg actually, so he couldn't go by him.
We've got somebody who probably needs to turn down their TV a little bit. Welcome to everybody who's just joined. This is the live watch along of the Champions League final with Bayern Munich and PSG. Everyone's put their predictions down. I think Aaron might have missed it because Aaron has asked what everybody else is thinking. Aaron, I went for 2-1 to Bayern Munich.
Oh, that was close. That was close. Herrera is playing really well, actually.
I think
his last 3 games he's played well. He just took a shot from outside the box, just missing the post.
I think Neomis and Ebony went for Bayern Munich as well.
I'm giving them 3-2 or 2-1 to Bayern.
Not looking that way at the moment.
Oh, I'm missing all the Ebony talk in the chat. Oh, what's going on here? KG says, why is the Ebster always at work?
Hard-working woman. What do you want her to do? She's got big money.
And 18 says, Ebony looks gorgeous without her glasses. Oh, she took her glasses off. She's a hard-working woman, 18 says. And Aaron is saying, 18 on the trips. Hey, man, I had to tell him off a couple of months ago, but he promised me that he'd behave himself. Oh, man.
It's all in good nature.
Bayern doesn't like to be pressed, actually. I'm noticing that.
Yeah, he's had the
no fun. Great move.
And Ebony's a little bit shy, so she's gone off. So you see what you've done, 18. If I lose a panel member, you're gonna have to pay for me to replace her, bro. Look, the press is coming from PSG now. PSG is pressing. We kind of knew that this was going to happen. And like I said to Bertram, like a boxer has to choose his rounds, don't they, Tony? A boxer has to choose which rounds he's going to pursue, get on the front foot, lead with the jab, and which rounds that he's going to actually get on the back foot and reserve his energy for later rounds. And it's in many ways, pressing is exactly the same way. You can't press for 90 minutes.
You can if your name is Delphine Persoon.
Delphine Persoon. So
last night, that girl, man, she was like the Lance Armstrong of boxing.
Okay,
oh my God.
Neomis has got his hands up. Neomis has got his hands up. Neomis has got his hands up.
That was another close one.
Neomis has got his hands up.
About it. It's all secure. Don't worry about it. These things happen.
No. Hold on. And like Bayern, now there's a PSG defender down. Thiago Silva, he can't handle it anymore.
The pressure is too much, huh?
Yeah,
The pressure is too much. The older defenders are saying, I don't want to be responsible for this loss.
He definitely ain't coming to Arsenal then, that's for sure.
Oh.
We're trying to bring in young centre backs. Oh, apologies, like 30 seconds late after we've gone through the Steelers.
That was the instant replay version of what's going on here, man. Oh my word!
Such a close. But you know what, PSG, I gotta give them their shot. Like they've done really well to make sure that they've had 3-4 players on Lewandowski and Gnabry.
You know how he got hurt? Because Lewandowski came out and hit him. Actually, his knee. He's trying to kick the ball.
Well, look at that.
Like,
Of course. Mind you, it's a point blank save. You got to make those saves.
Oh, so they benched Perisic. Okay, so that's what they did. I was wondering about their team. They brought more speed up front.
So, guys, they're replaying it a few times now. A dangerous cross comes in from Kimmich. It takes a nick off Kembelby, but Lewandowski adjusts quickly and arches his back and directs a header from 6 yards out. And it's a great save. Navas reacts quickly and sharply just to bat it away, and he runs out and catches the ball that he bat away. You've got to put that down as a chance, guys. Got to put it down as a chance.
To suggest that despite the fact he's 35 and PSG have decided to move on, there's plenty in the tank still.
Someone needs to turn their volume down just a little bit.
West London.
It's a long ball coming over here to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich pick it up. Oh, he's done well there on the left. He's cut it inside on his left foot. Ooh. The shape, guys, of this game has just been totally destroyed. It's end-to-end stuff. It's absolutely end-to-end stuff. I mean, on that left-hand side...
Like Mike Tyson used to say, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And the plan goes out the door. So
on that left-hand... What's the guy's name? I think it's Coleman. Coleman is growing into this role on the left-hand side. He's that nutmeg that he just pulled on Kero and pinged in that cross. Silva done well to head it away. But Coleman is definitely a threat on that left-hand side. You got Serge Gnabry on the right, Coleman on the left. Mohammed wants a live link streaming. Bro, you can't put live link streamings on there, man. YouTube will shut you down, bro. This is a live watch-along, my friend. Oh, right. Actually, Aaron is saying that BT Sport YouTube channel has it. Mohammed, if you go to the BT Sport channel YouTube page, and YouTube, then there'll be live streaming.
That's what I'm watching it on.
I wonder if I should tune in there and whether that's going to be a better link. Let me try that and see if it works. Let me see, because I'm at 34 minutes and 10 seconds.
It's a little bit quicker. The one on YouTube is about 30 seconds behind, maybe about 25.
Oh damn! The one on YouTube is exactly the same as what I'm on at the moment. That's sad. Sad face. Well, I'm going to do that so that I could at least turn my phone off and have it on a bigger screen. Now I can actually look at the screen and watch it on YouTube. You guys can't hear that, can you? Okay, good. I don't want the volume too loud so it drowns out you lot talking. I mean, this game could go anywhere, guys, at the moment, but easily Bayern Munich have had the better chances. Oh! I talked about Suman on the left, didn't I? Sorry, Coleman. I talked about Coleman on the left. Guys, Lewandowski has only touched the ball 6 times so far, but he's nearly almost scored twice. Bertrand?
So long as it's almost, I'm good.
It's a poor touch there.
I think PSG got to mix it up. They're trying to play from the back all the time. You got to mix it up. You can't try to do that all the time because the press is very, very high.
What's the point of kicking out to Neymar and Mbappe? You'd have to have Cavani if you want to play that long game.
No, they've been doing it somewhat where they try to find Mbappe on the left. But I think they're trying to play. They're not moving well enough and giving themselves enough space. They're gonna create a situation where they give away a goal by what they're doing. Bayern's press is relentless, though. It's very hard to not turn the ball over when you have such a press.
I just can't wait for this to finish so Coutinho can sort his future out, man. That's what I want to see.
So long as he sort it out and come to Arsenal, that's all I want to see.
Is he actually on the bench?
Yeah,
he's on the bench.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
I'll tell you what I was looking at earlier today was, I was talking to someone earlier today about Bayern's business model and the fact that they never go out and spend any of that stupid, ridiculous money on players. Their record signing is the centre-back Lucas. They spent 72 million on him.
And he's on the bench.
I think that speaks volumes. If you look at someone like Lewandowski, and if you look at someone, I mean,
Lewandowski was a free.
Yeah, but if you look at Muller as well, if you look at the players they have, some teams get players, Tony, and they can't keep them. But Bayern Munich have been able to keep their players. I mean, their players don't want to go anywhere.
No, but Bayern has an unfair advantage. They're the only game in town in Germany, indoor Dortmund recruits, and so everybody wants to go to Bayern. So people they'll get players at discount. They even Gnabry actually.
Yes, 7 million.
Yeah, because they hype him up early.
That's great. That's what Arsenal, I think, wanted to be in terms of the way they scout, the way they develop players. Because that's what they do. They still develop players. They're not all coming from big teams with big names. I mean, Alphonso Davies is a classic. They're getting players who are turning into stars.
Yeah, I'm surprised a team like us didn't pick up Alphonso Davies. He was at 16 starting in the MLS, very good, playing center forward, scoring goals. So his talent was obvious. A lot of teams didn't come in from him from overseas. So I thought more teams would have pursued him, actually.
Herrera, they're making a foul again.
And Gnabry couldn't make West Brom, so I understand why they have Gnabry. Forget about Arsenal. He couldn't get to the West Brom side. Tony Pulis said it was no good, basically.
But yeah, I mean, look, you look at like their signings, and they've got like 170 million, then about another 6 or 7 at about 30 million, and then all the rest are like sub 20, sub 10, and you're like, wow, it's phenomenal.
But I think their starting 11 was 90-something mil, but their bench was 200 mil. So they might as well just go cheap because the expensive buys are not beating out the players who were much cheaper.
Hey, that's how the salary cap works in the US, man. That's how the salary cap works.
No, US system is that egalitarian system. It's more gated towards the teams who are not doing well. Can pick from the college system. It's a different system.
Just want to shout out the channel now, guys. Thank you very much for everybody who has participated. We have 260 new subscribers in 1 week. 260 new subscribers in 1 week, guys. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. We have 119 people watching this stream right now since we've kicked off. So thank you very much, everybody who's done that. And 3 out of our last 4 videos on 101 have got 4,000 views. Brilliant,
so we were talking about William, and we're saying how William was 31, and people are saying he's old. Isn't Lewandowski about 34?
Exactly.
Is he
and
that
still
old?
going strong?
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's about
Is that
34.
Is he
old?
34?
I think he's about 34, isn't he?
Muller is easily that age, though. Thomas Muller is.
They're not spring chickens, that for sure.
Muller's about
Thiago
31.
Silva,
Oh yeah. I know that. I thought they were about 30, 31.
Nah.
Silva's 34.
34.
No.
Thiago
Muller's
Silva
about
is
34.
29, isn't it? I think Thiago Silva is 29.
Muller's about
No,
29,
he's
30.
older.
So, guys, Lewandowski
God,
is
old face.
guys. It's Lewandowski's birthday 2 days ago, and he was 32.
Oh, he's 32. Okay, I thought he was 34.
So he's basically the same age as Aubameyang.
Is Aubameyang 31?
Yeah.
Well, they made him like in the old days. Old days, they retired much earlier. So unless you have Rooney, who's finished at 31.
Aubameyang's 31. Actually, what am I talking about? Aubameyang's a year younger than him. Aubameyang just turned 31 in June. So
Okay.
Aubameyang's not 32 until next June.
But we're talking about Lewandowski's fitness regime. It's like he has a very strict diet and is very, very fit.
So, guys, Leeds United have made inquiries about Martinez, Rob Holding, and Maitland-Niles.
They'll get one.
Well, loans?
Right.
They
No.
should.
They'll get Holden.
Those are good players.
They'll get Holden. I'd be shocked if Martinez goes there.
He's not going anywhere.
Well, most projection for the team I see has Leno starting, so that'll be interesting.
If Martinez leaves, I want my money back for the shirt that I bought.
Fair play.
Bayern is no stone to dominate possession, which is not good for PSG.
See their angles are just so good.
Always been that way, man. They've always played that way.
So good. You know, they make the game look so simple.
Movement off the ball, that's the most important thing.
Exactly.
PSG's defending has been rock solid. Kimpembe,
Okay.
they're all defending as a team. I've
Yeah.
been really impressed.
Guys, if you notice something in this game, no water breaks.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they
true.
stopped that a while ago. They didn't have them in the semis and quarters either.
Oh, man. These guys are exhausted.
Oh, come on.
But you still got 5 substitutes.
Huh. 18 is saying, it's because of Martinez why I don't stand a chance. Mad ting.
What?
Mad ting. Mad ting. Mad ting.
That's classic.
18. Could it be that? You
Oh, what the hell was that, Mbappe? Neomis, I saw you, Neomis, waving your hand. I was wondering what it was. That's unbelievable. You cannot be a $200 million player doing that nonsense. That's an easy goal.
I must
We
be
could
behind.
score that. We could score that.
That
So,
is
guys,
ridiculous.
Di Maria on the right gets fouled, and nothing. He gets nothing for that. Mbappe,
Wow.
Mbappe in the middle. What's he doing? Oh, he passes to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, that he did actually.
That should have been a goal.
Yeah, it
Oh,
should
no.
have.
That should have been a goal.
Easy.
Right on the stroke of half time.
That was a Sterling. That was a Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling's was worse, man.
Sterling's was worse, yeah. There's nobody can be worse than
This guy passed it to the goalkeeper.
Penalty.
Penalty.
Come on, penalty. That's a penalty.
That's a penalty.
That's got to be a penalty.
He hasn't called it yet, but it has to be a penalty.
Come on,
it looks tight. It looks tight.
It's a penalty.
No, he dived.
No,
He dived at the end. He dived at the end. He dived at the end. He dived at the end.
Is it VAR?
He was in the swimming pool at the end.
That's ridiculous.
No, he was in the swimming pool at the end. He was in the swimming pool. He was in the swimming pool.
Yellow card.
Yeah. He was in the swimming pool. He was in the swimming pool.
That's not a penalty.
Yeah. In fact, I think it was Sky. I think it was on the it was a cliff. It's a cliff dive. It's cliff dive.
Hey, Tony. Yellow card. Yellow.
Nah, it's not a penalty.
Initially I thought it was going to be a penalty, but no, he dived at the end.
Simulation. He tried to
that's a woeful dive.
He's a player which, you know what? He doesn't have end product, but he's ridiculous.
Book him.
He's hard to stop, actually. His end product is poor, but he's really, really good at beating defenders.
So, guys, it's half time.
Entertaining.
Even Stevens.
Well, we all thought there's going to be goals galore in this game. Let me go around the clock and get everybody's views. Ebony, what was your views of the first half so far?
For the first 5 or 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, it was all Bayern. Then PSG came into their own. They both had chances, and I did say that they were going to cancel each other out, and that's exactly what they've done for me. But I just feel that Bayern's defense is a bit sloppy. Hence the reason why PSG got a couple of decent chances. But Mbappe should have actually put his away. Di Maria should have put his one away as well.
Lewandowski.
And Bayern should have put their two away as well. So, but for me, it's been, apart from the defending, it's just been even Steven. But PSG have actually been defending as a team.
Bertrand, what's your thoughts on the first half so far, mate?
I think PSG should be ahead 3-2 or 3-1 for that. Or 3-1. No, because the Neymar one, if he chipped it over his head, he scores versus going low. Di Maria has to hit the target on that. And then Mbappe, I have no idea what he's doing. Maybe it's the moment, but he's got to put that away, given the quality player he is. Lewandowski, first one, I mean, he did shoot well, and he hit the post. And his second one, the header, he was going backwards, so it's very hard to get that on target. So I think I think Bayern has had more of the possession, but frankly, PSG has had the better chances. And they're going to rule those misses. As I said before, you can be a bully, but when you get punched back, how do you react? And Bayern is being punched. So we'll see what happens, actually. But it's been a good first half, even though there have been no goals.
Yeah. And Neomis, man, what's your thoughts on the first half? When I saw you going like this, I thought, that's a goal.
I've been quite disappointed in this game. I predicted 4-3, and I wanted to be entertained. I was getting ready to order the Dominoes, and it's been two sides that have cancelled one another out. I think, like everyone said, PSG probably had the better chances, but they haven't been as clinical. But the few chances that Bayern had, so close. But for me, PSG have been impressive. Their defense, they've been rock solid, and it just tells me that whoever scores first in this game is probably going to win it, and it really start to open the game up.
Yeah, and Tony, it's been a little bit nervous from. I think the nerves have really settled in here, Tony, because there's been some clinical chances that have been really missed from world-class players. Lewandowski hit the post. Conman has been ripping it on that left-hand side, although he's still trying to explain to the ref it was a penalty when he came off. But Mbappe should have scored just before the break. Neymar should have done it earlier on. Tony, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I just love the technical capability of both teams. I love to see how they build from the back. I love the interplay. Look, we've got some of the world's best players on the pitch right now, and they're showing off. The one-touch play is superb from both teams. I just think PSG defensively look a little bit more capable of dealing with Bayern than Bayern look like dealing with PSG. I think PSG can rip them a new one, the way that they attack it, speed with Mbappe and Neymar, I just feel there's gonna be more opportunities. There's gonna be more classes. You know, those two guys up front are phenomenal at creating their own goals. They've got like two Damian Lillards up front. You know, it is. So I just hey, I'm supporting PSG, and I do believe from what I've seen so far that they will find a way.
Excellent. I just wanted to say, guys, did you see my Utah Jazz destroy Denver? Oh my God. And you know what pisses me off? I was talking to my cousin yesterday who played at Memphis, who was at London Towers, Tony Windless. A lot of you guys who know who he is. And I said to him, all this talk about Jokic and you know, him being an all-star, and Rudy Gobert is 2 times defensive NBA player of the season, yesterday showed you exactly what a great center in the NBA should look like. Just because you can shoot threes and just because you have a good post-up game don't mean you're the best center in the game. You have to play defense, yeah? Just like any sport, yeah? Offense is 50% of your game. If you don't have defense, then I'm sorry. Look, you know, people talking about Michael Jordan, all these players play defense. Yeah.
So where are the people who are here supporting lazy year after year after year? I'm curious. Even the Paula supports him sometimes. I'm curious. You just say we got to play both ways, and he plays one way.
Well, he hasn't since Arteta came in. He's been putting the shift in.
No. Running around on the field is not running around without tackling anyone. That's not defense. That's you just jogging. No, he's jogging. No, he's not playing defense. Sorry. He has never tackled a man. He hasn't tackled a man in years.
And actually, that has been the consensus around the fan base, that he's working way harder and he was putting a shift in. And
no, he's always had the most kilometers run on the field, even on a Wenger. He's always had the most running around in a circle. That's what I've always said. You can run around a circle, you're not tackling, you're not playing defense.
But listen, he's going to be back next season. Ozil, for you guys who don't know, he's talking about Ozil in the chat. Ozil will still be in next season. Still here, still earning money.
Put him in the under 23s. Put him in the under 23s. That would be me.
No, but he's trying to punish Arsenal. He knows we want him gone, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to make you guys suffer and deal.
I don't think he's doing that.
I'm going to model a new top.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing that. But listen, any one of you 4 guys in his position would do the same thing. If your company was trying to get rid of you and you was their top earner, what would you do?
I would leave.
Rubbish.
I'd leave. I want to play football. I would leave. I want to play football. I would leave.
I'm not leaving. I'd send that meme from the Wolf of Wall Street around and say, I'm not leaving.
I'd take a wage cut and leave. I'd have morals.
You know, guys. You know, most people leave. Wait, what's the number one reason why most people leave a company?
Hey,
Leonis has got me, man.
No. They're not happy, of course. But what's the number one reason why?
Money.
No, because of their bosses. That's the number one reason people leave companies, because of their bosses. Don't get along with their boss. Don't like their boss. Boss not getting an opportunity. Not having a career trajectory. That's the number one reason, their bosses. So that means Edu or Sanili now, who's gone, or the Kroenkes, they don't want you. It's your boss. They don't want you to be there. Just like how you have Zinedine Zidane and Bale, same thing with Arteta and Ozil. Your boss doesn't want you. Leave.
All right, guys. We've got some chat in the panel at the moment. Our guys are saying, Jordan's saying, wow, it's the same Luis hand on the shoulder and no penalty. And Kuke is saying, if you go by the rules and you say that they should give the penalty, there is a hand on him when he's leaning into him. So we're going to have to look at the penalty shout again, guys. We're going to have to look at that. Oh, they're playing it now. They're playing it now.
That's not a penalty, sorry.
The hand is on his shoulder. Actually, you know what?
He just fell down too easily.
Yeah, but the hand was on the shoulder, so they're talking about by the rule book. Listen to how quiet Bertram is, and he's nodding his.
No, because I'm not seeing. I don't have the replay here in the US. I'm on CBS TV. Okay. No. I already saw the replay twice here, and I think, look, his hand was on his shoulder. I don't think he was holding back enough to prevent him from going forward. He dived at the end. He could have gotten the ball and moved forward. He dived.
Yeah, I thought he dived, but if you're going by the rule book and the hand was on the shoulder.
This is a Champions League final. Rule book is rule book, and you don't follow the rule book every single letter of the law. That's not how life works, and that's not reality. You have to play the circumstance and the facts and the situation, and frankly, that's not a penalty in my book.
Yeah, I think that's what they've done. Remember, guys, this did go to VAR. It was reviewed. So they looked at it and just thought to themselves, we're not going to let the Champions League final be resulted in an incident like that. We're not going to do it. KG saying, I think there's more. But you think there's more leg contact? See that, I'll have to have a look at that when they show the replay again. Bertrand, was there leg contact in there?
I didn't. I wasn't looking there, so I'm not sure if there was or not.
I'm gonna have to see that again because he looked like he was ahead of him. He was way ahead.
Yeah, but they got to do a better job of trying to get help to deal with Conan because you cannot play him one-on-one. He's just going to destroy the right back. You have to give him help. He hasn't stopped him one. He hasn't stopped him one play yet when he's going forward. He's just not doing a good job of crossing the ball or finding a man in the box.
There's a little bit of leg contact there.
It's inadvertent, isn't it? It's not deliberate, is it?
No, it's not deliberate.
So, guys, we've had 126 people watching this stream. Thank you very much, everybody. Hit that like button out there. Much appreciated to you guys, man. Much appreciated.
So I think that if we get the players, I think that we can get, what I'm here being in the news, that we could be in this game next year. No, I'm sorry, not the year after next, not next year, because in Europa League, but year after next we could be in this game. If we get Coutinho's and Thiago's and Partey's of the world, then we have an all-star team, basically. With two center-halves who will be a year older, more seasoned, as Ebony always says, acclimated to the league, because it does take some time to get acclimated, as Pepe has shown us. But most teams I've seen doesn't have Pepe in the starting lineup, frankly, which is interesting.
So,
did somebody say that Leno was in the starting lineup according to loads of people?
Most projected team for the season I've seen has Leno instead of Martinez, yes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Martinez. If it's Leno, then I'm going to change my top four prediction and say we're not going to make the top four. I'm just being honest, and I'm just going by the facts that we're putting in the person who's led the league in mistakes leading to goals in goal when we're trying to cut down our mistakes and thin lines.
Apollo, you need to have two people in that you don't want in the team: David Luiz and Leno. Because Luiz has 5 penalties that he gave away in the season, right? The most I can ever recall someone giving away in the season.
But actually that stat doesn't count towards mistakes on the pitch. I know what you're saying, but if it wasn't for David Luiz, we wouldn't have got through to the final of the FA Cup. He put a soldier's performance in against Man City, a performance I haven't seen a defender do in Arsenal for years. So
you know what I'd like to check, Apollo? If Luiz didn't give away those 5 penalties, where would we end up in the league? I would love to do that check, actually. 5, you're giving away 5 goals, basically. Like you giving the goals away, not some deflection or something. Deliberate play you made, resulting in a goal being scored through a penalty.
But the thing is, I mean, on 3 of those, the guy would have gone in and scored anyway. He just dragged them back to make sure that look, somebody's shouting me out now. What's going on, Mohammed? What's going on, my brother? What's going on?
I have to pick up something. I'll be back. I have to pick something up.
What's going on, bro? Yeah, Ebony's at work. She's chilling. Ebony's doing her thing. And good to see you guys. Yeah, listen, I appreciate that, brother. She appreciate that. I'm dropping because the subscribers are getting up there, man. I'm having to drop daily videos now just to keep everybody happy. So yeah, it's hard work, man. 101's on the grind. Okay, Mohammed. It's a difficult one to do. Mohammed, type in BT Sport into YouTube. Yeah, I'm just typing it out now. Type in BT Sport, which has just come up there. Type that into YouTube, and you should see the game is live on that channel. Yeah, should be live on that channel. Mohammed is saying, "Can I join?" Mohammed is saying, "Can I join?" Guys, shall we let Mohammed in?
Yeah, why not?
All right, Mohammed.
He can't see the game.
No. This is a different guy. Mohammed.
Oh.
Mohammed, I'm going to send you. How can I be able to? Let me do this now. Mohammed, I'm going to send the link for you to join our chat. I've just sent it right there. So you click that link, and then you should be able to come onto the show live. Yeah, they're talking about it now. Yeah, players are ready to come out in the second half. Players are ready to come out in the second half. And the players are on the field, guys. Second half is about to start up. Neymar needs to come alive, man. He needs to come alive in the second half.
Somebody needs to come alive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the guys they're having chances. I think, like I said to Tony and Bertram, I think it's nerves. I think they're just nervous.
Maybe it's just that PSG are playing better than expected, than most people expected.
Yeah.
But I think there'll be goals in the second half. Not very many, but it will be very entertaining. And it has actually been entertaining so far.
Guys, I've just put a link in the chat room. If anybody wants to join the show, I sent it to Mohammed, but Mohammed doesn't seem to be joining at the moment. So whoever gets onto that link first can join our panel for today. First come, first serve, guys. He's put 101 in there. I think he's already coming. Let's have a look. Guys, Bayern Munich had 62% of possession. 62% of possession.
They had most of the ball.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Mohammed.
It's just over half. It's not like domination.
Yeah, true. Right, I think we've got Mohammed coming in now. Right, we've got to add Mohammed to the stream. Mohammed, what's going on, bro? Mohammed, you're live on 101. What's going on, bro?
Hello.
I think either his internet connection or something is phasing slightly out. Yeah, Mohammed, I can see you, but your screen is phasing out slightly. Guys, the second half has started back up, and it looks like they've started off exactly where they finished off. PSG is on the attack now, and it looks like Mbappe has just got brought down. Mohamed's having some problems with his audio, and the camera is freezing quite a bit, Mohammed. I'm not sure if your internet connection is fast enough to handle the stream, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, I think your internet connection is a little bit slow. KG said that's the other Mohammed. All right, yeah. Sorry, bro. I don't think your internet connection is quickly enough to join the stream.
It's a shame.
Yeah, that's a shame because the guys, I've put the link in the description. If anybody wants to join the show, hit that link. And I'll let you come on and join the panel here while we're watching the Champions League final. CJ, KG, Cool K, anybody, Cricket Ball, any of you guys want to come in? I've put the link in the description below. And you can come and join the rest of the team. CJ's like...
I'll tell you who's been quiet has been Serge Gnabry.
CJ's like, it's going to take us 7 to 10 years. Who's this Adam? I've got Adam here, and I don't have a camera at the moment. You need your camera on, bro, so we need to see your face. And then you can join 101 in the stream. So, guys, at the moment, Alphonso Davies has had the most touches of the ball of all players on the pitch. 51 touches he's had. 51 touches so far. But you can see what PSG are doing. They use their first possession to work the ball out wide to Mbappe and to try and get some width going on here. And it looks like it's all PSG at the moment. Adam, I'm still waiting for you to put your camera on, mate. Nay says no thanks. All right, darling, don't worry. You know I love you like cooked food. Oh, the ball's come out now to Koeman. Got Koeman on the left. The ball goes in. Oh, it's well defended. It's well defended.
Goal kick.
Got to try and cut out those quick passes in there. It's Thiago Silva. Yeah, Mohammed, we tried to get you on, but it didn't look like your internet connection was fast enough. So your video was jugging and your voice was peppering. So your internet connection isn't fast enough to actually go in for a live stream, mate. So sorry.
Make it work. Make it. What? Why should? Okay, fine.
Ooh, look at that. Nice touches there from Lewandowski. Someone's got to open this game up, guys, at the moment.
Another free kick.
Kieran makes a brilliant run down the right and Bayern back off. Bayern just seems to be backing off when PSG are running at them. Neymar had the ball in space on his left, but his pass was intercepted by Thiago. And Neymar just throws his hands up in the air because he believes that his strikers need to do a better job of getting on the end of those crosses. Neymar's down. Neymar just got chopped up.
Get up, Neymar, for goodness
sake. Look,
sake.
Serge Gnabry is just hustling on a few players right there. 50 minutes gone, guys. I'm at 50 minutes and 20 seconds. Where are you guys at the moment?
I'm 10 seconds behind you.
50-46.
All right, there's a fight getting ready to start in 51st minute.
Excellent.
Neymar's diving all over the place.
Like he usually does.
No, they're fouling him. It's not diving. They're fouling. They're kicking him. Like that's not what happens when you can't deal with somebody. You kick them. It's time to kick him.
He's such an actor.
I know.
No, but they're kicking him. They're kicking. No, he's getting kicked. Come on. He's getting tripped and kicked for no reason. That's what Bayern does when they're under pressure. And his players are defending him. That's what they're saying. You can't be kicking a superstar.
One of them anyway.
Who's going to get the yellow? Let's see.
The two, yes.
I think it's Paredes, yeah.
Ooh, what's going on? It's a booking. It's a booking.
Oh, and Gnabry got a booking.
Keep your temperatures, guys.
Because Gnabry is not in the game. He's not. As Tony said, where has he been? He's not enjoying himself. He's been having a field day. And right now he's frustrated because he's not in the game at all.
Listen,
at all. You see Conan a lot? You haven't seen Gnabry at all.
That's a light touch.
In the semi-final and the quarter-final, he was phenomenal. His dribbling with the ball was phenomenal. The 2 goals in the semi. You know, today, he's got nothing.
Guys,
maybe he's tired.
Guys, it's been a very scrappy game at the beginning of the second half.
I don't think it's tiredness.
Any passes together. A bit frustrating.
Maybe he's just found out, that's all. You know, some players get found out.
Nah, it's the quality.
I just think PSG
defenders.
has just been so good defensively.
Yeah, I agree.
They have just they've locked down all the potential Bayern threats they possibly can.
Yeah, and you know what? Someone that needs to be praised today, who I've noticed through the semi and the quarter, is Kimpembe.
Yes, I'd agree.
Yeah.
You know, when we're talking about world-class defenders, this guy in the last 3 rounds has been phenomenal.
Guys, that's welcome. We've had 153 viewers in today's live stream. Thank you very much, everybody who's participating in the stream. And thanks for the donations as well. We've had 3 donations as well today. Mohammed is saying Who do you think is going to win? I think that Bayern Munich's going to win. Ebony's gone for Bayern Munich as well.
Bayern Munich, yeah.
Neomis has gone for Bayern Munich. Bertram's gone for PSG, and Tony's gone for PSG. So it's a good mix here. If who we think is going to win. For me, I'm looking at these teams thinking this is the level that Arsenal need to be at. That's why I'm looking at this thinking, can we take these two teams on next season?
No.
Depends who we buy in the summer.
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. It depends on who you get in the summer.
Yeah,
but we just need, but any new addition that we have, they need to hit it in the Premiership. Otherwise, Arsenal fans are going to melt down. You know what Arsenal fans are like already.
look at saying PSG going to sub on Eric.
We still need someone who can thread the eye of a needle.
It's going to be weird because the season starts on the 12th of September and the transfer window is going to be open for another 3 weeks after that. It's going to be really weird.
It doesn't, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't.
But remember, we had that for years. It's only the last 2 years that the transfer window has finished before the season started.
That was only
last day deals 3 weeks into the season. That's what we used to do.
Yeah, and that was only in the UK, Tony. It was Europe still were on the long delay. It was the UK. UK was the one that shut up shop early.
The year Wenger saying we have a very good team, we don't need to buy, and then we got Man U and get slaughtered. And he went on about 4 players, including Mertesacker and Arteta. One person that played for us at all.
No, Bertrand, the best one was when we had a long-term injury and the player came back and Wenger saying it's like a new signing.
Well, Karlstrom.
That aggravated Arsenal fans, I can tell you that.
It's like a new Jack Wilshere's back.
No, it was Amory Bishkov.
He's like a new signing.
You remember Amory Bishkov? That one.
Yeah. Rizicki's off for 9 months and he's back. Wow. It's like a new signing.
So the centre half has a yellow card. So this is going to be interesting. I think Bayern is getting frustrated. They expect to be ahead by now.
He's giving the ball away like Xhaka. Jeez.
What?
Yeah, CJ, that's a long way, my brother. That's a long way.
Back, Ebony, of course.
CJ, remember, my brother, CJ. Liverpool finished 8th. Where did Arsenal finish? 8th. Liverpool in 3 years won the Champions League, and then 4 years won the league title. So when you say 7 to 10 years, maybe, but Liverpool did it, and Liverpool did it with a good manager, and they did it with not a lot of money spent. Yeah, so that's the reason why I believe that Arsenal can achieve that within 3 years.
Liverpool did it because they have an excellent manager and people who are very strategic in their leadership group.
Yeah, that's right. And you've just named exactly what Arsenal have been doing over the last however months. They've changed their front office. They've got a new manager in. They've changed the structure of the transfers. They've got rid of a lot of people. And we'll have to see how it works, Bertrand. If it works, great. If it doesn't, they'll keep on changing it until it does.
Yeah.
I think I discussed that in the video that I launched today, actually, on YouTube. We've seen some sloppy...
I think Arteta will do well. I think he'll really do well.
How good is that press? How good is that press?
It's forcing them into some massive errors. Guys, I got to be honest. This is a really scrappy game right now. It hasn't... Yeah. It's 57 minutes, 12 minutes into the second half, and both teams can't string passes together for love or money.
What did I say? Both teams are going to cancel each other out. And that's exactly what's happening here.
Di Maria doesn't look dangerous. Mbappe doesn't look dangerous. Lewandowski hasn't even touched the ball in the second half. Neymar, I don't know what's going on, guys. The pace of the game
Neymar's quiet today in comparison to what he usually is.
Ball as much as he normally does, and in spaces with room to maneuver, the spaces have been closed down pretty quickly.
Yes, CJ saying Arsenal have never sold a player for over 50 million. You're right. but we were close with Iwobi, 40 million, and Oxlade-Chamberlain, 40 million. But the fact of the matter is,
38.
yeah, we just haven't recuperated any costs, bro.
We buy high and sell low. That's what we do.
Which no business can sustain that business model.
Yeah, Mustafi 30-something mil. We can't even get 10 for him. Gabriel, if you go on and name it, that's what we do.
I mean,
Shots have now been fired, people.
You know, Liverpool got 140 million.
Oh,
It's done.
what kind of pass was that?
How far back are you guys?
Wow,
58-22.
that's disappointing.
Okay.
I don't know where I am at, but I'm 58 minutes and 30 seconds.
All right, I'm 59.
And if you're 59, that means the score is 1-0 to Bayern.
Yes.
Yeah. And the ball comes into the box, guys. The ball comes in, it's dipped in. And it's a chance for Coleman, and that's it. It's 1-0. The ball's floated in. I have been telling you guys, I have been saying that the danger in this game is coming from the left-hand side. And I said it's Coleman. I mentioned it 4 times in the live stream. The danger is coming from the left-hand side. What's that?
Didn't Bertram say he's got no end product?
Yeah, Bertram.
Well, he does it normally. He does it normally. He doesn't. Does it normally. He gets a lot of good positions, but he's a very skillful player.
And look at him. He makes a great run. And look, he just gets.
So Neymar decided to start doing his thing. It's time for him to take over this game.
So he has a penalty cancelled out for a dive, and he makes up for it with a headed goal. Excellent finish. As Aaron said, clinical.
But that's where a coach needs to change his strategy. He has not been marked in the entire game. He's just destroying the wing back. You give him no help. That's what happens when you don't change your strategy.
So guys, let's review that. Coleman always looked the most likely to make a breakthrough for me. I know none of the other guys on the panel have really talked about him, but me, he's been the one person that I've been talking about. Joshua served up across, and Coleman comes in at the edge of the edge of the box, at the edge of the 6-yard box. He doesn't even jump. He just keeps his eye on the ball and guides his header downwards into the far right corner. And
no, we've been talking about him. We basically said he has been marked the entire game. We've been talking about him. The fact he's destroying the wing back the entire game, the right back the entire game. He hasn't been marked. You have to change your strategy. You have to give him help. Either the person's playing on the right got to help him, or you bring a midfielder back to help him. They haven't done that.
Oh, it's nearly 2-0.
That was a close one.
Lewandowski, what are you doing?
Kimpembe with a great tackle. You guys will see the replay in a second, but Kimpembe gets ahead on it.
Still bad.
Come on, Neymar. You can't do it by yourself.
And again, the cross comes in from who? The cross comes in from
Coleman. But then that defender was in the way.
It's a great
phenomenal defending by Kimpembe.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Coleman almost again.
KG Coutinho is on the bench. He's on the bench, bro. Kuke saying Neymar must be one of the most frustrating players in world football.
I agree.
He can't do everything by himself, though.
Yeah, he's trying to do that now, which is not a good thing. He has to play within the game. They were doing well.
Yeah.
He can't try to dribble out the entire game.
He needs to learn to pass.
Yes.
I think it's Abu. Abu, please go to BT Sports. BT Sports on YouTube. They're streaming the game live.
It may not be in India.
Whoa.
Oh, it's come to Kuman again. Oh!
You get a VPN if it's not in India. You get it.
Oh, that was good defending, though, on the line.
The cross comes in on the right-hand side again. And Coleman makes a late run and gets a foot on it. It goes across the goal and comes off the line, guys.
That's his normal end product, Ebony. That's his normal end product.
Coleman is destroying them.
He cannot be marked 1-on-1. It's impossible. He's just too skillful. But he normally doesn't put it up. He doesn't set up his teammates well enough, nor does he score enough, given his positioning. Unlike Gnabry, who does put them away.
So you're saying he's like Sarr, but with end product?
He's like who?
Sarr.
Oh yeah, he's like well, he's better than Sarr, but yes, similar.
Sar's looking for another team right now, man.
Well, if Klopp likes him, it tells you something.
Yeah, I agree.
And Klopp likes him a lot. So when we play Liverpool, he destroys them. That's what happened with him and Mane. That's why he bought Mane.
63 minutes gone, guys. It's Bayern Munich 1, PSG.
That should have been a yellow card on Lewandowski. Why are you complaining about Lewandowski? That should have been a yellow card. You're complaining about your ball. You stepped on the man's ankle.
Well, no, Coleman is just frustrating him. He's pressing. He's running into space. He's crossing the ball.
So a better midfielder's coming in the game. Verratti's coming in the game. So we'll see what that means for them. He's a better passer. Paredes' day is done.
No. You didn't even what?
No, he fouled him. The slow motion replay will show you. He should have gotten a yellow card, actually.
Yeah, okay.
It should have been a yellow card, actually.
Get up. These players, man, they're just so flimsy.
That's what you get with a top class athlete, Ebony.
I know, but come on now.
At the top end of sports, athletes are very, very vulnerable to injury.
He needs help, for Christ's sake. Where do you get these managers from? Like, you just bought your manager's license. He cannot be stopped. He's going to go left or go right. Have two players go tackle him, not one.
Oh, you know what, Neomis? I just realized on Wednesday's show we have to do a preview for the Charity Shield.
Yes,
it's next week.
Next week Saturday.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, but are we playing the under 23s? Because if I'm
I don't know. That's a good question.
A trophy's a trophy. Let's go out and win it.
Yeah, both teams are playing an under 23 team because both teams have only come back to training this week.
Yeah.
Bayern's press is relentless. We're talking about the 65th minute, and the press is still active.
Yeah, that's still awesome. Whoa, okay. That's over the bar.
Give him wide. Come on, you're taking too long to pass the ball. Give it him to wide. Come on, Neymar, do your thing now.
He's not going to do anything, I'm afraid.
You'll keep saying that until he does it, and then you'll say, "Oh, that's."
Oh, come on, Mbappe! You got to do better with that ball.
We now have 179 people who have watched this stream. Thank you very much, everybody. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's check.
Touch it. You're trying to leave it alone. You got to touch it. The game is wide. The game is opening up. Actually, it's now end to end.
PSG right now.
Not bad. We've had 18 new subscribers for this stream. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Excellent. Don't forget to click that bell so you know when the notifications are dropping. Mbappe again has another shot. He doesn't get nothing on it though. Is he offside?
Be offside.
Okay, the cross comes from Di Maria. Mbappe doesn't even touch it.
No, he skipped it actually.
Yeah, he skipped it.
I thought he did.
PSG at the moment with no end product.
No.
Coleman for me is the man of the match so far. He's everywhere. He's tackling. He's pressing. He's been
dominant.
He's putting dangerous crosses into the box. He's getting on the end of late runs.
And he wasn't starting it. That was a good strategic move by the coach.
Yeah. Oh, it's cheeky.
Perisic has been starting actually.
Yeah.
Perisic is about to come on along with Coutinho. Coman is off now.
Gnabry's time is up. He hasn't done much at all. He hasn't been in the game. Except for fouling Neymar. Oh, they're taking off Conan. That is weird.
They're actually taking off Gnabry as well.
That's overcoaching. That's overcoaching.
Oh, they're really doing that?
Oh, I'd left Coman on.
Ooh, that's a
I think they're missing a trick here because Conan has been unplayable.
Yeah, and they could have buried the game off.
Do you think it's just because the players are getting tired? and they just want to maintain the press.
I think it's a press. I think it's a press. Yeah, I think it's a press.
Yeah.
Coleman, man, he should have stayed on, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, okay. So Adam said he couldn't come on because he doesn't have a camera. So maybe next time. No problem, bro.
It's actually best that Gnabry comes off because he was close to a red card.
Yeah,
he wasn't in the game actually.
So
he
guys,
didn't make a difference.
So guys, by minute substitutions: Coutinho and Perisic on, and Gnabry and Coman off. Gnabry had a quiet game today, guys, but Coman was absolutely brilliant.
Well, let's see what our next number, our number 10 look like. Our starting 10 for next season. He has 20 minutes.
Yeah, 2 goals and 1 assist in the game before.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing anyone. He was playing against a team that was out of it.
I tell you, Bayern Munich passed the ball so well. I'm just jealous.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God! PSG's gonna give this game away. That's unbelievable. You can't miss that. Come on, you cannot miss that.
I mean, it
beautiful
was a good
ball.
save.
No, chip the ball over the keeper. He didn't do anything. Chip the ball up in the air. What are you doing? He didn't do anything. That was a lousy attempt. My grandmother could have done a better job. I don't know.
No. I keep telling you, Ebony's
75-year-old mother.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh, it's a tricky ball on the inside. Oh, it's a great save.
Nice.
Muller, what a save by Muller. The ball is such a cheeky ball by Di Maria through the legs.
Yeah.
He missed the ball. He missed the ball. He didn't. It wasn't a good
ball
save.
through the legs of the defender.
No, I'm talking about that. I'm talking about the shot that was taken.
All right, Muller, he was stretched out with his right leg, almost leaning backwards. That's a great save. That's a great save, guys. That's a great save.
He's got to chip the ball to the far post.
Ooh! You know, the most stupid thing we've seen in this live stream is, why do people wear masks below their mouth? The whole purpose of a mask is that it protects your mouth and your nose. And people drop them down here like, what, you trying to protect your chin? I don't understand it. Don't get it.
No, they don't want to wear it. They're just doing it because they're sort of forced to.
Oh, PSG.
All right, PSG's going in the attack now. They put on Draxler. Should be interesting.
So the corner comes in here, guys. The ball drops on the 6-yard line. It's just a muddle. Sola goes down, and I think that they've blown a free kick. I don't know why, because it looks like he ran into his own player. So I'm not sure why.
No, he got kicked. He got kicked.
Look at that cheeky ball from Di Maria. That's a great save there from Neuer. That's a great save.
The game is becoming very scrappy.
It's been scrappy from minute 1, really.
Oh, that's true.
CJ said that he'll take over Coutinho. Coutinho is overrated. I mean, 140 million for that player, bro, and he weren't even a part of.
Oh, great ball, Neymar! Come on, Mbappe.
I don't rate our as much as everybody else.
They did well to hold off Mbappe.
Yeah, me neither. I don't really rate him.
Wow.
I think he's a good player, but
yeah.
Remember he replaced Felker, didn't he? He was worth 20 million euros last season. Now he's worth 50.
You mean?
But PSG are defending.
Oh, that's a great ball. Great ball. Neymar ball to Mbappe on the left. Mbappe, little crossover. Oh, he's done a shimmy on him. Oh, it's a penalty. No, it's not a penalty. Oh, Mbappe.
That's not a penalty. Sorry. No, Mbappe.
VAR are checking.
It's not a penalty.
Ooh, it's another cheeky ball there. Oh man.
It should have been a penalty, actually.
No question.
It should have been a penalty. He kicked his heel. He didn't kick the ball.
But
Look at the
that's
slow
what I
motion
said.
replay again. He kicked his heel. He didn't kick the ball. It should have been a penalty.
I haven't got a slow-mo on it. Oh, Jesus.
No, that was a slow mo they just showed on CBS. It should have been a penalty.
Over the crossbar, Neymar.
Yeah, they haven't given us a... Oh, right, here we go. He puts a dummy on it. He slips it inside.
He kicked his heel. It's a penalty.
Heel. You can see it clearly right there. Look, it's a penalty.
It is a
For
penalty.
the love of God. Tony, say something to me, man.
It is a penalty.
If VAR checked it, what are they looking at?
I don't get the VAR thing. You have
It's not clear and obvious.
It doesn't have to be after you're using video.
Notice again, it's clear and obvious. Even a blind person could see it.
Yeah, well, when
They showed it 4 times. He kicked him from behind. He missed. He didn't get the ball. He tried to reach the ball. He didn't get the ball. It's a penalty.
But doesn't the referee have to be the one to initiate?
No.
VAR can say if it's clear and obvious error, then yes. If it's a clear and obvious error, VAR can indicate that it should be.
Look, they're showing it again. He's clipped him on the inside of his right foot.
Yep.
Okay.
You can clearly see it.
VAR is sleeping, so you gotta forgive him.
I think that VAR is a waste of time, as far as I'm concerned. It's an absolute waste of time.
Yeah, it's selective. They choose what they wanna put up as penalties, and not.
That's true.
I can't say anything because, as a lover of American sports, I think video is brilliant. I think it's the people behind it that are the problem.
No, I am a big fan of VAR actually, but I do think you gotta have the guts to make some of these decisions, and sometimes you don't want to make those decisions. So.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's the people in the booth that are the problem. It's not the technology. The technology works.
It is that it's people making this. Yeah, it's human beings. So
how is he gonna? You gotta close him down. Look, they're just sitting off him. I think PSG are getting tired, guys. I think the midfield and I think the place at the back. I think they're getting tired, man. I think PSG are getting tired. They're talking about, they're saying VAR didn't have a look at it. They're saying VAR did not have a look.
Oh my days.
Jesus Christ, I'm done. I'll be back in a second, guys. This thing's winding me up. Hold on.
Come on, no short pass. There we go. That's close. Terrible.
Neymar's not on his game today.
Why?
I think Neymar's trying to do too much because they're down 1. He was playing within himself earlier. He's trying to do too much.
I think
it's not working.
I think
They have to get Mbappe more in the game.
I think he's been poor. For me, he's actually been quite poor.
Yeah, no, he hasn't been himself today. Competition does that though. When you have play of almost equal quality, I mean, it does put you off the game sometimes. Di Maria is off. And they're putting on the guy who played for Stoke, what's his name? Who scored in the
Choupo-Moting.
Yeah.
That's their target man now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because he's a big lump up front.
So what happened to Icardi? He's just out of the rotation?
Oh, he's there. He's on the bench.
At the end of the season.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they put on Mbappe instead of him, right?
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Because he started the game that they won against the Italian side.
Oh, come on, ref.
Neymar has a yellow card?
Neymar, though, every time he touches the ball, 2 men collapse on him.
Yeah.
They've got to find a way around to find him space.
That's not a yellow card.
Oh, man.
Someone else should be available. Behave yourself, CJ.
Okay. Is that not a foul?
He's getting frustrated now because of obviously he's been the recipient of it.
I don't even think that was a foul. He hit the ball.
Nah,
he got the man too. He got the man too, but I don't think that's a yellow card. I mean, I don't think it's a yellow card. If I was a foul, I don't think it's a yellow card.
Neymar just looked frustrated for the whole game. Seriously. Oh my God. Ooh. That was close. By Lewandowski again.
He was offside.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was offside. They didn't blow it, but he was offside.
See it there.
Okay.
Clearly offside.
That's not a foul. What are you calling, referee?
This referee is an idiot. Really.
He's making calls which makes no sense.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry, I've had my Sunday dinner, my Sunday roast sitting in front of me, and I have to just make sure it smelled too good. It smelled too sweet. So, guys, what's been happening here at the moment? PSG are getting increasingly frustrated. Bayern Munich's going down at every opportunity, and the ref isn't slow to whistle. The ref is just making it easy on Bayern Munich.
PSG midfielder doesn't realize that the press still hasn't changed, and they're not playing smart. Because Bayern forwards, unlike our lazy, plays defense. Now you guys don't realize all the forwards play defense 24/7. That should have been a red card.
He just won the ball back again. Oh!
It should have been a red card, actually.
That's the foul.
Guys, Bayern Munich have been smart today. They've played PSG's game. They're the flick masters, man. They're reading the game really well. They press when they need to press. They're playing the rondo and they're
is this Coutinho? Is one of Coutinho's special? Let's see what happens.
Yep. No, he got tripped up.
I think PSG are getting tired, guys. Too much of the ball being played in their half of the field. Look who K's saying that Apollo is the life of the party.
It's because we're all concentrating. That's why.
Neymar is the most foul player in the field, though. He gets fouled almost every time he touches the ball. I think that's a strategy of Bayern also.
Drops down too much.
Coutinho.
No, they're fouling him, though. They're always fouling him.
Oh, it's just wide.
Oh,
he can't bend it like Pepe.
he's still a good player, though. I'd take him.
Like Coutinho's curls a free kick, guys. It goes over the wall, but it just goes a couple of yards wide to the left. Neymar, how close was it? Oh, it was very close. It was very close. Yeah.
Very.
Neymar is still playing too casual. He's not passing. He's not passing with the same zest. He's becoming a liability.
So, guys,
you have to play him, but you know the Bayern players are not giving him.
Right, but then he's playing too casual. That pass he just made a while ago that caused the yellow card for his teammate. There was no purpose on the pass. He just rolled it out there.
Yeah, guys. That's another late tackle. The yellow cards are coming. I'm going to go with Bertram on this one. I think the Bayern Munich subs has not made them stronger. I think it's made them weaker. I think that they're grateful they took off Coleman. They're
taking out Thiago too, which is interesting.
Well, it's almost like they're inviting PSG to come back into the game with those.
I think they want to sustain the press.
Yeah.
And so they want fresh legs out there. I think that's the strategy they're employing, which is we're going to press them the entire game.
Well, they've got, 6 minutes, including maybe stoppages?
Yeah. Not a ton of stoppages, actually. Probably 3-4 minutes.
Oh.
Bayern players run hard. Look how hard Lewandowski is running in the 86th minute. It's amazing.
So hard. Kulke saying, give your marks out of 10 for both sets of teams. At the moment, I'll give PSG a 5. They've been average today, and none of their stars have really turned up. They've had
come on, let it pass up, Paul.
Bayern Munich, I'd have to give Bayern Munich a 7.5. They're not good enough to be. They're not good enough to be 8. But what they have done is they've been relentless at the pressing.
Their pressing is ridiculous. That's Liverpool pressing class first season.
Yeah. So I'm giving them a 7.5. Ebony, what are you giving both teams?
PSG 5, Bayern Munich 7. Yeah. I was expecting a bit more from both teams, to be quite honest, but Bayern Munich have been above average. PSG have just been below average for me. Maybe a 4. They've just not impressed me today.
I think PSG has been about a 5. I think Bayern has been a 6. And the way they were offensively throughout the season and the way they dominated teams, this has been the case today. Oh, come on.
Niamis, your marks out of 10 for both sets of teams.
I probably would be the same as Bertrand. I'll give Bayern a 6 just because they're winning, and PSG a 5. I expected a lot more goals, and a little disappointed, but it's been an average performance. The PSG attack has definitely let them down, big time.
Tony. Tony, your marks out of 10 for both teams.
I'm disappointed, but it's a difficult one. 2 top teams are negating each other's game, so I'm gonna go 6 and 7. 6 for PSG, 7 for Bayern.
I mean, if you look at that last attack, guys, and Mbappe just looks lost. After his team now, Mbappe's been making those runs.
Give him wide.
We've seen him beat the trap a few times.
He still would have missed.
His teammate fails to counter-attack and pick him out.
Mbappe don't know where the goal is today. Even when he had a clear offside goal that he just tossed the ball on the keeper, he doesn't know where the goal is.
Ebony, Nay agrees with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mbappe was offside there anyway.
He still didn't hit the target. He hasn't hit the target all game.
Listen, Bertram, you're not getting nothing past Neuer today, man.
Huh?
You're not getting nothing past Neuer today. He's made 2 exceptional saves, both with his legs.
Apollo, you're Mbappe. You fake the kick and you roll around the keeper. I don't care how much you want to spread out. Let me spread out and lie down there. Go around him. He's going to come wide. He's spreading out wide. You just go around him. You're open. You're one-on-one. It's not like you're getting pressure. That's where the brain kicks in. Neuer always comes and spreads wide, right?
Yeah, always.
So if he's spreading wide, you just fake him and go around him. They have 4 minutes to do something.
I don't think they will.
It doesn't look like it either.
Oh, wow.
Somebody's going mad though.
This is a counter-attack. Don't tell me.
That's not a penalty, nah. It's a good tackle. It's not a penalty.
Wow. PSG so close with a counter-attack.
Okay, so Mbappe has it. He's going forward towards the goal. He's looking for a pass, can't find one. Beautiful pass to Neymar, who flops his line as usual. Neymar has to do something, put that away. Neymar has been flopping his line in the Champions League. He has not been scoring half chances or complete chances.
Do you think if they had a front three...
Whoa!
He has to hit the target. You know what he should do? He should go on far post. If he went to Draxler, that was a foul actually. If he went to Draxler, it would have been a better play.
Cavani, Mbappe, and Neymar up front. That front three would be better.
Yeah, I think so. Then they would have put Di Maria in the midfield. Yeah, I think it would be better.
Yeah.
Touch face, man.
So Neymar, why are you walking out and your team is down? I mean, that makes no sense.
That's what he does. He does it for Brazil. Did it 2 years ago.
He's given up. Yeah, I think it's all over now.
Lewandowski's been awful today, man.
He's not been awful. I think we're not giving enough credit to both teams, which is the players haven't been awful.
Yeah.
There's not people of equal competence playing against them. You're not dominant. You're not playing. Yeah.
It's really good. Like PSG.
Conan has shown that you can be exceptional dribbling and flourish in these games because he was destroying that right back all game. And referee called foul sometime. I have no idea why. He's giving a foul on that play. Lewandowski can get up. You're not hurt. It's starting to annoy me. You're acting like Neymar.
Guys,
Neymar just goes out easily. I'm sorry.
Guys, we've had 180 people that have watched our stream today. Thank you very much for everybody who's tuned into the live stream. Like and subscribe to the channel. Big boat, yeah.
So you can tell which team is winning. The PSB bench is throwing down bottles and being animated, and the Bayern bench is urging their team on.
The Bayern bench is telling their players to go down for fouls for no reason.
No.
Time waste, man.
Was that in his groin?
Guys, I said it from the first half. PSG, Bayern Munich have been pushing so hard without the ball. They're making it really hard for PSG to get out of their half. PSG literally spent an entire half playing the ball in their own half. I mean, you got to give credit. You got to give credit to Bayern Munich.
The press is stifling. You don't get time to turn on the ball and look pretty. It's a stifling press. Yeah.
Oh, so close.
Well, that's PSG's motto, so close. And go home and rue the chances they miss. It's been the norm. But at least Bayern didn't destroy them, right? So Bayern is not this invincible team that run them off the park. It was a competitive game, and PSG, to me, had more chances to score than Bayern did. Or better chances, I should say, not more. Bayern looked ordinary today, actually, apart from their defense.
Well, remember, as I said, Lewandowski hit the post. I mean...
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about Neuer's couple of saves that he made, and Mbappe passing the ball to him when he should put the ball in the net, it's over.
Yeah, I actually think that PSG has had the better chances because of their goalkeeper. No, I mean, Neuer.
They just lost. The game is over. They lost.
Well, I have to say that Bayern Munich were the better team.
Yep, they won.
Competition,
especially in the first half. They had PSG in their own half for much of the game.
And Neymar crying his eyes out. Oh, poor thing.
Mad thing, man. PSG is so dangerous when they're turning the ball over on the counter-attack, but they've just been sloppy today. That's it, guys. Game over. Bayern Munich are the champions of Europe with a 1-0 win to secure the Champions League title. Ebony, what's your thoughts?
Sloppy game. Although both teams actually cancelled each other out, both teams were sloppy. PSG were disappointing in the first half, especially as Bayern Munich played in their half for much of the game. Both teams had great chances, but PSG didn't put theirs away. They had about 5 or 6 chances to go ahead and even to score, but it didn't happen. Bayern Munich had their own chances as well. And I must say, as the game went on, PSG had more chances than Bayern Munich. But overall, the game was lackluster. But, it's one of those things. Sometimes you big up finals to be this great climax, but it was an anticlimax. But I'm glad Bayern Munich won, and I knew Bayern Munich could win, but by a very close margin.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think how many teams have actually held PSG to a goalless. Not many. And for Bertrand, Bayern Munich are champions of Europe for the 6th time. That equals Liverpool, whereas PSG are this season's Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, I wouldn't call them Tottenham Hotspur. They do win their league every year, so I wouldn't call them Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham doesn't win anything except also Rand. That's what they win a lot.
2008 was the last time Tottenham won the League Cup.
Yeah, I'll say this though. As I'm watching the game, and since Bayern is now the benchmark, I'm thinking about how we can match up with Bayern and the future for our team. And if our defenders, who seem to have the potential and are being deemed to be future great players between Saliba and if we get Gabriel, because I haven't seen it announced on Arsenal.com yet. And Tierney, I expect to be excellent. I have my doubts about Bellerin, but hopefully he continues to improve. And our forward line, to me, if Pepe produces like his cost suggests, William I have a lot of respect for. Aubameyang, we know, is a great goal scorer. We shore up the midfield. We can play with this team. If we get Thomas Partey and a couple more very good midfielders, we'll have the quality. If everyone plays to their potential, that's what we're seeing. All I do is sort of match the teams up, whether it's PSG or Bayern or even Man City. I think Liverpool is a hot potato, frankly, as far as I'm concerned. Still, I think Liverpool is very difficult to match, just given their energy, which is what Bayern exhibited. So my expectation is I'm very encouraged by Arteta and the strategies employing. and the players he's pursuing, and no nonsense approach. And hopefully we can sit here 3 years from now saying about our team winning 1-0 against Bayern.
So, Neomis, the Bayern players are hugging each other, slapping each other on the back. PSG players are just faded into the distance. And quite frankly, they've just been outdone by a Frenchman who used to be in the academy. Remember, Coman, as Tony knows, Coman was in the PSG academy. And this is what he's done to them. I mean, what's your views, Neomis?
This game was such a close game. It really needed something that was going to be the difference maker, and I do think that PSG overall they played well. It's just that their forward line just had to be a lot more clinical. I think on a different day, PSG might have won the game. It's just the game was so close. Surprisingly for me, I did think that Bayern were kind of going to run away from it. And even when I gave my prediction, I was like being more optimistic. But yeah, I think for me, PSG impressed me. And, they just have to take this away, lick their wounds, and hopefully go and improve for next season. But well-deserved like Bayern. I think they were, the favourites to win the competition.
Yeah.
So, they really deserved it, and they're going to be even better next year with Leroy Sané. So, it's something that Arsenal need to aim for. And like Bertram said, I think once we shore up the midfield and get the midfield balance right, I do think with the players that we have now, we can play with the big boys.
So Tony, Bayern Munich, much deserved from them. They took their chances when it came, and PSG didn't. And you looked at the goal; they've just replayed the goal about 4 times. There were 5 red shirts in the box when he crossed the ball into the box, and it's too many players to mark. It's look in the NFL, we know it as the blitz. If you've got 5 linemen, offensive linemen, trying to block 6 defensive rushers, you're outnumbered. Someone's going to get to the quarterback, and in this situation, when the ball comes in, it's there's not enough people to mark red shirts. They just got outnumbered, and somebody was free. And Tony, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Bayern Munich play a style of football and have a strategy that very few teams across Europe in the globe, to be honest, can match. Their interplay is phenomenal. They all read each other's movements so well. They know where they're going to be in advance of the pass. And they just make those right decisions when they need to go and when they need to stay. They press high, so they've always got, good numbers up at the front end of the pitch. Every team watching, any coach doing badges will watch this team and just look and go, right, this is what I have to aspire to. That form of strategy where you know where to move the players to get the maximum out of each one. And you've made a lot of praise to Kingsley Coman, and yeah, he has had a phenomenal game. But it is a team game that, without the other pieces doing their part, he doesn't get that space. It's such a good team that I can't help but take my cap off. Even as a PSG fan, this is one of the best teams. And we look at Liverpool last year. Again, they were a very good team. They just need to be locked on with each other in terms of where you're going to be, where you need to be, how you're going to play. And it was a cagey final against Spurs, in all honesty. And these games, finals do tend to be quite cagey. So, listen, it wasn't a spectacular 5-4 that we all probably wanted to see, but that's finals. You don't generally tend to get that. Bayern's finest hour was 8-2 against Barcelona a week ago.
Yeah.
And
That was fun.
You haven't got to Ebony. I want to make a statement, I think.
Yeah, no, Ebony's already had their say. I just wanted to say that, we have to remember when Liverpool beat Tottenham 2 years ago, it was the worst final that we've ever seen. And by all accounts, this didn't live up to the billing because of the lack of goals, but there were chances there. And some of the pressing is the best that I've seen this whole season. And I said, first of all, PSG played a lot of the game than their half, and they got tired. I mean, their legs had completely gone at the end. Mbappe was making some runs, and they weren't even looking for him. It just had gone. And I think at the end of the day, the strength of this Bayern team, as we saw last week, as Tony alluded to, they're phenomenal. And when you have two big giants like that, people are talking about it's going to be a score fest, 5 goals, 6 goals. And it wasn't like that. And I think nerves came into it. The lack of crowd also came into it. I think if PSG's fans was there, they would have definitely put in a much better performance than today. Bertrand, what did you want to say?
Well, I think if I just think about the various teams who are sort of at the top of the league table across Europe, so you think about Barcelona and Madrid and Bayern and PSG, Liverpool, Man City, what you notice is that where the coach or manager or the organization have unlimited, unmitigated power and the player doesn't run the asylum is who are doing well. So look at Bayern today. Every single player, regardless of their status, including Lewandowski, work their socks off 24/7. There's no prima donna who, like Mbappe and Neymar does, who run when they feel like it, right? They all work as a team collectively to press the entire game, make you uncomfortable. And you see that with Klopp's team. You see that with Guardiola's team. You don't see that with Barcelona because Messi runs the team and Suarez and those guys. And inmate can't run the asylum. That just doesn't work, right? And you don't see that with PSG because Neymar and Mbappe are the stars and do what they want to do. And that takes away from the collective ability to function seamlessly as a team, which was very obvious today because the most thing I'm impressed with Bayern is their pressing and the collective pressing. Every single player up to the 95th minute is working their socks off. And when they got too tired, they replace them with someone else who comes in and does the job. So I do think where you have this sort of almost dictatorial type, I think Bayern is more the organization than the manager because the manager came in mid-season this year, or a Klopp, or with our manager, Arteta, who seems to have some of that same traits, that those teams will do well because there's fear of the manager, there's fear of my position, you're not irreplaceable, and you're going to buy into the team concept. And frankly, I don't think PSG has done that. They have a good team, they have very good players, but at the same level of pressing that Bayern was doing, PSG was not doing that.
Yeah, and remember that, if you look at Unai Emery, when he was brought in there, they were winning trebles, they were doing what Celtic were doing, winning everything domestically, and they just haven't found the manager who has been able to deliver them a Champions League. It's been the one thing that's haunted this team for many, many years. And with Arteta, where that goes with Arteta is you build up a philosophy, you have an ethos, and every player has to adhere to it. And we talk about the amount of changes he needed to make. Why these teams are good is because the players know what to expect. When they turn up after a summer's holiday, they know the level that they have to be at. They know the expectations. They understand what the discipline is. And with Arsenal, we haven't had that. So the biggest thing for us in the next 2 or 3 weeks is for the players to come back and just fit into that model that Arteta has set the template for, so that every player knows what to do, because they don't have to look. Last season we were reactive because we were learning. This season now, walking into it, we are active. We know what's expected. We know when we got to press. We know what the signs are. We know the level of fitness we need. We know the expectations from the manager, and we know that the organization as a whole are more ambitious. And if we don't get the job done, they're going to bring in somebody else to replace me. So this season, very crucial for Arsenal to follow these models. Otherwise, we're not going to catch these teams. Go on, Ebony.
I think we have the potential to do it. But as I always allude to every single time, you can buy all the best players that are out there for the money that we have, but they have got to do... The new additions have to hit the ground running. If they don't, then Arsenal fans will go into meltdown. You know what Arsenal fans are like? So, so the likes of... Gabriel, Saliba. We've not seen Saliba play in the Premier League yet. We've only seen him in the French league. So I want to see what they do in the Premier League. I want to see how physical they are in the Premier League, and then we can go from there. But until I see any action, then I'm not going to get gassed up too much, because every time we get gassed up, we get disappointed. And
well, I am gassed up not about Arteta. I am gassed up when I see companies making changes at the top, because what people don't realize, unless you have people who have leadership skills, who are deductive, who has a strategic way of operating, who don't just stand up with the status quo, they're making informed decisions, they're assessing their situation, they're making wholesale changes when needed, as we're doing, whether it's, I know people think this was cruel, but making staff redundant, because this is an American business model, frankly, which is it's about business, it's about generating revenues, it's about getting results, and that's the only thing that matters. And it's going to sound really bad. It's like people doesn't matter. It's about results. And what you're seeing is that whether it's Sanili, whether it's the lower level person, they're reassessing the entire organization and making changes throughout. And I'm very encouraged by the transfer strategy, which is people are saying we have no money. No one knows how much money we have. We go in and buying. We're trying to negotiate very tough with Partey. I think we can afford Partey. We're just not going to pay what is being asked. We're getting Gabriel. We bought William in a free, and these are very good players. These are not. What's his name that came in when his back was out? Karlstrom. These are not the Karlstrom.
Kim Karlstrom. Yeah.
These are the Kim Karlstrom.
Willie had his premiership proven anyway, so we know how good he is. But but the others, we need to. Like
but we'll see. We have heard the experts who watch the French leagues, and I used to talk sport quite a bit. So what's his name? Who sort of covers football outside of the UK? They have very high praise for both Saliba and for Gabriel. Both players are rated pretty highly.
I just want to cover Kurt. Kurt, for me, Elroy is, as I said, he's rated 50 million euros. That's the same price as Thomas Partey. So I don't pull the trigger on this for two reasons. One, because he's worth exactly the same value as the player that will change our team exponentially, to be honest with you. Partey is the more important player in our setup right now. And two, Coutinho will not cost you 50 million. It costs you a smaller fee. He's a loan, so we don't have to hold our values to him. It won't make any difference because it'll be the same amount of money. We paid 12 million euros for Ceballos. So the Coutinho fee would be exactly the same. We won't lose anything there. And it works because of our lack of commitment financially in the market. So for me, the most realistic move for us would be Coutinho. I just don't see us shelling out money for Partey and then shelling out another 50 million euros for Owa. I just don't see it. I just don't see it, mate. From a financial perspective, I just don't think the team's ready to do that at the moment, bro.
I'm just looking at Neymar's face every time they show him. He's been in tears, understandably.
So I have a question. All these executives I see, are they in the bubble also? Because none of them have masks on. And they are very seasoned.
I don't understand.
Not one of them have a mask on. And they're all standing close to each other. And they must be in the bubble, I assume.
They weren't allowed to handshake.
Now they're doing everything contrary to... Yeah. It's interesting.
There it is, guys. There it is. They are the 6-time champions.
So we need a man holding the trophy right now, Thiago. We need to have him in our team. We should try to get him. Liverpool doesn't need him. We need him.
I can't see how Bayern get rid of him. I really don't understand.
No, he wants to leave. Actually.
Yeah, they said he wanted to leave.
A lot of players want Alex. The club don't mean to say you let him leave.
No, he only has 1 year in his contract remaining, so they want something for him. Because he's a Bosnian ruling. If he waits until early next year, he can leave on a free. So Bayern is too sharp for that. They're going to sell him. They're not going to give up 20-something mil for over a 5-month period. Because if it's 5-6 months from now, he leave on a free, it doesn't make sense not to sell him. They're not like us with Ozil and Sanchez, actually.
Look at the size of that cup. That's the only cup that's just eluded us in our entire...
We have to get it.
system. We have to get it, man. We need to.
Well, maybe we can buy it. I'm not sure how Cronky has the money. He can buy it, right? That's the only way we're getting it.
But I'm not even gonna. You know what? I've stopped blaming Kroenke now. It's down to the players to put their chances away, okay? And it's down to Arteta to actually instill what he needs to.
I don't get the people that blame that. We spent more money in last summer than any of the other teams. We've made more front office changes than any of the other teams. We are actively trying to change our model. What are we still talking about the Kroenke?
Now, guys, this is not Donald Trump. The buck stops with the owner. I'm sorry, but you're picking the wrong person to run your organization. The buck stops with you. If it doesn't work, you own it because you get the accolades when you win. So you have to own the mess that has been created because you had a person in the seat who went to Milan, Gazidis, who was a mess. You brought in Sanili with his baggage. No, you got to pick the right person to run your organization.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't Jerry Jones and Dan Schneider. These guys have made the changes, yeah? Remember, I keep quoting when Ivan Gazidis said, if we drop out the top 4, and I quote his words, there will be wholesale changes. Since then, there have been 7 people at the top level who have come in and come out of roles. That, ladies and gentlemen, is wholesale changes. And what we had before was no changes. No changes.
Changes for change's sake is useless, right? You can't change for change's sake. So, but we made changes subsequent to Wenger. We changed Wenger. We changed Gazidis. We changed Sanelli. We changed Mislintat. We're changing, and not seeing that we're going further and further down. So you keep making changes, and we're falling further and further back.
Yeah, but that's because you have to keep going until you find a formula that works. Look at Liverpool. People don't talk about Liverpool. How many managers did they have before they got it right? They went through a whole.
No, their ownership was poor. They had poor owners. They had until they brought in what's the name from Boston, John Henry and his team, the hedge fund, who are brilliant guys, frankly, because they own the Boston Red Sox. Who hadn't won the baseball league for 100 years, and they won because they use a lot of statistics. They brought in a young guy in Epstein to run the organization. That's what they do. They pick good managers and good leaders. That's what we need to.
And I think that the higher ups have done that with Arteta. I think they've done it with Edu. I think we have to wait to see.
I agree. I agree with that.
I think Arteta's a good manager. He just needs to be given a chance to implement his team his way, and he has been doing that for the past 8 months. So let's see what he does for the whole season.
I think
he's won the FA Cup, so that FA Cup win is the impotence for him to move forward and to see what else he could do, and you can see what he could do.
Yeah, we have to see what happens with Edu because Edu knows about the David Dean and all that stuff. It's just brilliant. And we've got another donation, guys. Thank you very much, Joseph. I appreciate that, bro. Said big shout out to Apollo and Ebony and Tony. Great show, guys. Brilliant, man.
Thanks,
listen, we love doing it,
Thanks,
man.
Joseph.
We love doing it. Much appreciated, bro. Much appreciated. So, guys, that's it. Any closing arguments, guys?
We need to win the cup.
We can
need to win this competition.
It's frustrating sitting down there listening to other teams win titles like this.
Yeah, I can't even be truly excited, because if it was Arsenal, this laptop would have gone all over the floor as soon as our Coman scored. That is, it would have been done. So we need to get back to playing Champions League football. That's the most important.
Yeah, I totally.
Well,
agree.
I'll say this: that the strategy that we're employing today and going forward is the right strategy, which is we have neglected our defense for years. We put these stopgap measures in place and not having quality world-class defenders because you have to prevent people from scoring before you can think about scoring. We're not doing that. They're young. They have a lot of potential. They're physical. I think I know Ebony's questioning whether or not they can stand up to PL. I think just their size alone give me some perspective that they will. And watching them on tape, just they will. So if we get the defense right, and we have a very good forward line, we just got to get some creative midfielders. And not just creative, just some good midfielders actually to supplement what we have today to allow us to compete at the highest level.
Yeah, it's going to take a bit of time, guys. We've got 7 players whose contracts run out next year as well. Ebony, go on. You was about to say something.
I was going to say that, we need to get rid of some dead wood. That'll be easier said than done because there's certain players that nobody wants, let's face it. So we're stuck with them. the midfield, I mean, Willian has come in. You know, hopefully he can do a job that Özil hasn't been doing or hasn't had the opportunity to do, depending on which way you look at it. But I think can we be title contenders? Maybe not next season, but maybe the season after, the season after that. Who knows? But for next season, you know, we just need to build up on what we have already, and it can only get better.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, is that it from us, guys? Brilliant stuff. Thank you, everybody in the panel who sat through the Champions League final. Really appreciate you guys' company as always. Ebony, where can we find you?
101 not YouTube. 101, which is YouTube. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Excellent. Bertrand, where can we find you, bro?
Always 101.
Excellent. Neomis, shout out your channel for me, man.
Yeah, you can find me on my YouTube channel, AFC Neomis, also on Twitter as well, and I am on the Facebook group as well. So yeah, do hit me up and check out my stuff.
Excellent. Tony, where can we find you, bro? And Little K, where can we find your channel?
I'm gonna say it. So you can find him at Kyron's Crazy Adventure channel on YouTube. And you can find me, Pugilist Boy, on the gram, Insta, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook.
Excellent, guys. And listen, thank you, Nay. Always a pleasure to do. And hopefully we'll get you on the panel one day, Nay. That would be great. That would be really great. You're a part of the 101 family. And we want to see more 101 members on here representing our community. Guys, love you guys in the chat. Thank you for keeping us company. And it was just brilliant watching all of this and going through your thoughts and views. And I just want to say that Arsenal, we're going to be back, man. Next season is a big challenge for us. And we're going to come back to you on Wednesday with a preview of the Charity Shield, which is next weekend. My God, it's creeping up on us already. And that's it from us, guys.
Win it.
Yes. That's it from us, guys. Nice one. Peace right back at you, man. Sweet.
Peace.